made me clean the fuck out. It just took.
Hey everybody.
Hey,
What's going on, everybody? Hey.
Yo.
Hey everyone.
We got Brandy in the house. Give everybody. Yes. We have a great lineup for you guys tonight. Look at our executive producer in the back.
Look at Brandy doing it. Go ahead.
Do it, executive producer.
Yes.
Hold on. I got a whole lot of going on right now.
Hey, Cinda, Brandy, sis, everybody. It's a lot of y'all in here. Hey,
what's up to everybody that's in here? Neale Hurston.
I'm trying to get my laptop together so I can join in.
Choice. Baby sis, there's my big sister, y'all. Hey, y'all say what's up to my big sister. Black Diamond Boy. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to her mukbang channel, y'all. I'm gonna drop her link in the chat in just a little bit after we say what's up to everybody. Making sure I get caught up with
Joyce in the building. Hey, Joyce, boo.
Hey, Miss Joyce. How are you, my love?
I think that we got everybody. I think
we did.
I think. Let me scroll up. We don't want to miss no.
We got Joyce. We got Black Diamond, Brandy.
Oh, hey, Tracy.
Sin.
She would say yes, panel. Yes, girl. Where is my
Tracy? Hey, Renee, boo.
Hey, Renee. I was looking for Renee. Where's Renee at?
Where's my pen? Y'all give me 1 second. I gotta move my pen real quick.
All right.
Oh, let me share it out real quick. Because now that we on.
I want to say so. I don't know if Tracy want me to say it, but next week she gonna bless me with her live for Ready to Love. Next week Sunday.
Who? What you say, Muslim?
Tracy gonna come join me with the live to talk about Ready to Love.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Bye, Tracy, right?
I've been binge watching Love After Lockup, and it's good so far. I'm only like 3 episodes in.
Which one you on?
I'm on the one where the guy that did the proposal, I guess I don't know if he's Indian or if he's
see, you're not on my favorite one. My favorite one is the one with Michael and
I can't stand Michael.
I like everybody in that. I like everybody on that season.
Yeah,
it was the black what was she on? What was she?
This will call him challenge face.
A Mormon. She was a Mormon. That's what she was. The black lady that was a Mormon.
Yes.
She had a lot of problems.
Andrea Child, she was a damn girl. A damn low freak is what she was.
Yeah.
A down low freak. Hey, Angie B.
Hey,
Angie.
I've been watching CSI all day.
You've been watching what, Sir Neale?
CSI. Miami, Cyber, and New York.
Yeah, fabulous in the house, girl. Fabulous. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, Andrea, she got busy in the prison bathroom, baby. That's how she had her last child.
Yeah, that was her. No, wait, what's her name? Andrea?
Mormon, yeah.
Andrea,
the black lady, right?
Yeah, the black lady, the black Mormon
lady. With the man from California, right? Was he from California or whatever? Okay.
LBC. Yeah, he's from LBC. Andrea Lamar, Tracy. Yep, that's exactly.
But they still together though. I follow them on IG.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She loved him and he loved her. It's crazy at their whole situation.
Yeah, crazy they are. Yeah.
They crazy in love.
But they've been together for a while. Like
because she funny to me. She funny.
She's awkward to me. She's goofy as hell.
Hey Dominique, I didn't say hey to you, girl. What's going on, boo?
With her little Mormon friends and stuff.
You said what, Sir Neale?
I said to me, she's awkward as fuck. Her and her little Mormon friends. They sit around and just look at her. They scoff at her when she be like, "Well, Lamar did this." They be looking up beside her head like,
I did not know. I didn't know black people practice their religion. Though. I was I was shocked when I saw that. I said she black. She a Mormon.
Listen, we didn't even get her dude. He was like, "What? We
he was like, what the hell you into?"
Yeah.
Well,
I love the episode when he put his foot down and told her friends that he's not going to try to be a woman for anybody and doesn't care what they feel.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't blame him for that. I liked him even more after that too.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was I don't know, them the ones. The other ones I didn't really too much get into. I guess because the Michael season, it was all drama. You had to crack the 2 crackheads and the
that was my one right there. Clint and Tracy, baby.
Wait, Auntie Momo. Clint.
I like it. He cried one more motherfucking time. That's what I kept saying. Then when Sheila Bay, I said, "Now it's 2 crackheads trying to make it
work. Trying to make it work.
Make a family.
No, good damn well. You niggas need to separate if y'all gonna make it work, because y'all ain't gonna heal together, goddamn it.
Gangster and the redhead. I can't think of her name.
Yes, I want them to survive because they're the cutest ones.
But she got another baby.
It was Marcelino and
yes, he was my favorite. Like, he was my favorite, and they just had another baby.
Her name.
I forgot her name too.
Destiny and Sean, yeah, they're tripping.
Because he is such a good guy. He is like amazing.
He is, but he's a little controlling. I like Martin.
He's very controlling. He is
very controlling. That's what I did not
controlling in a respectful way, though.
Yeah,
he need to stop all that gambling too. He need to just cut that shit out.
Yeah, especially if you're not winning. You ain't. Yeah, you need to be.
But she was lying to him too, though, y'all, because she was still sleeping with her girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
yeah, she was still sleeping with the girlfriend, and she was lying to him about a lot of stuff too, though. So she wasn't all the way honest. So he has a reason to be just the
I used to cut up on that.
Tony, why you doing me like that,
Tony? Yeah. My shit right there.
Yeah, that was my favorite, y'all. Like,
oh my god.
So the other one,
what were you finna say, girl? I didn't mean to cut you off.
So I gotta get into the other ones. I gotta start back watching the other ones, but that was my favorite.
This new one is pretty good. This one,
I'm gonna check it out. Yeah,
I need to get caught up with that too, because I want to know what's going on with the gold digger. The one that's using that old school, I forgot their names, because see, I have not watched any of them, child. That's why I have not been doing my doggone reviews.
I'm gonna send you the link.
Okay,
send me the link.
I will.
I'm
not far enough in to remember the names yet.
Okay,
I need a minute.
Yes, child. Cola looking like a whole doggone star.
I know, right?
Cola, where you going to perform tonight, baby?
Okay.
You beautiful, honey.
I just want to do something different. I was with the long and all that stuff. I was like, you know, let me try.
Beautiful, honey. Your husband ain't gonna let you out the house. We're
right here.
Because I know
right, like
I got color messed up.
I wish you would.
Right. Okay. He's like, I wish you would step out this house tonight.
I'll be right here.
Say hi, baby.
I ain't mad at you.
He's too cool for school. He don't want to wave to all y'all.
He said, you sit your little ass right there and talk to your friends right there at that little ass computer.
Say some more if you want to, goddamn it. Look too long. Ready.
Shit, I know the feeling.
So silly. So silly. Real quick, y'all. The stuff that we gonna be getting into tonight, y'all. Couple of things we gonna get into the Trump impeachment. This nigga was impeached twice. What does that mean for all of us in this world?
45.
45. You're right. I'm sorry. 45, 85. Fuck him all. High five, whatever it is. Forget him. What does that mean for all of us? What is our future hold and all that? We're also looking into a man that was killed. What you say, Cola?
Y'all making me blush. And
You put the bomb, girl.
Here you go, honey. I hope you take some pictures before you go to bed.
You know better.
You hear that, babe? You gotta take the pictures of me. It's requested.
Yeah. Your brother-in-law take some pictures before you go to bed.
All right.
Before you fuck that hair up is what you do.
Right.
You split that shit out, girl. You show better before you split that shit out. Let me stop.
Won't be looking the same in the morning.
Okay, take some pictures of it now, so you have some reaction what it looked like. We also gonna get into a man that was killed here in Texas in Killeen. His name was Pastor Patrick Warren Sr. He was suffering a mental manic episode, and he was shot and killed by police officers. Once again, those meant to protect and serve, y'all. We're gonna get into that. Our good girlfriend Rolling Ray's wig caught on fire.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
We gotta talk about that.
Yes.
We gotta talk about that.
Forgive me. I swear. It took me a minute to respond when you sent that video because I was like, "Oh Lord, police!"
Oh my God.
Lose a step.
Don't feel bad, Sunshine, because at the end of the day, we all gonna be at the gates trying to explain the people. We all gonna be explaining. Now, look what has happened. All of that. We are also going to, last but not least, be talking about RazB. I don't know if y'all seen this interview that he did on Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee. He was talking about his experience dealing with being sexually abused in, the music industry, somebody that he looked up to, and how basically men being abused is not really talked about, it's swept under the rug and things like that. Well, that interview never got to come out, and we're going to get into talking about why that interview actually never got to come out. And Jason Lee,
I was going to be sued
and talked about it. Yes, he probably will. So we're going to get into all of that, y'all. But first thing first, mental health check-in. We're going to tie in our mental health check-in with being impeached, y'all. So he was impeached for the second time this week, but he has not been removed from the office just yet. So Miss 42 and Sunshine, y'all the brainiacs on this whole political thing. I am not. So y'all explain to us folks in layman's terms, what does that mean, and what does that mean for all of us in the future, in the world? Do we have to worry about him coming back like a herpes, or are we done with this nigga?
So with that right there, so he was like, y'all know Bill Clinton was impeached.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was impeached, but the different representatives, they still have to vote.
Right.
So everybody still has to vote. So the vote, I don't know if they voted yet. Miss 42, have they voted yet?
They did vote. They did vote to not remove him from the office. Okay. But this second impeachment, the hope is that he won't be able to run again.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Because they won't be able to get him out of the office. Clearly, they won't be able to get him out of the office before Biden takes office. Mm-hmm. They're not even in session right now to vote to get him out of the office, so they won't be able to get him out of the office before Biden takes office. However, they still want to complete the process because they don't want him to run again.
Mm-hmm. So the only problem they having is he's out of once Biden is, once he's in there, they never have, done an impeachment to where they ban someone from not voting again, So it's like,
I'm just gonna say, has that ever been done in history before?
No, it has never been done. So that's the problem they're having right now, to see if it's possible to even happen, because it never happened before. It never happened before. So I don't know. Like, this is totally like everything that they're doing now, they have never even done before.
Senator Schumer, he's supposed to be, what is that, the head of the House or something now, whatever. He did an interview talking about on TMZ that he needs to be basically persecuted. Like,
he does.
He needs to for what he did, because they don't want him either to have the benefit or the chance to run again, because what he did has not been done in over a century or so, or something, where a person disrespected the new entering president in such a manner,
or the government,
invited to the inauguration party, like you are.
I believe his name is already tarnished, so
It is.
No one's going to want to deal with him. The companies are dropping left and right like flies. He's got dropped by his bank. Okay, the Pentagon issued a statement.
God damn, I didn't know that.
The Deutsche Bank told him that he has dealings up with them up to 2023, and after that, they're not dealing with him anymore. And not to mention, he owes them over $30 million in sums. Okay. Yep. And so that's a whole nother thing. They PGA Tour, which is the golf tour, they pulled out. That's a big thing right there. His name everywhere. And not to mention, the Pentagon just said he's not gonna get his big ass parade. So he wants to go out like this freaking super cartoon villain with the parade. The Pentagon said no, because there's powers that be that have the same seniority as the presidents running the Pentagon and the White House and stuff like that. So he's outmatched over there. I don't think the Pentagon's fucking with him at all.
But I'm gonna tell you, but I don't feel bad for none of them because they should have been did this. He's been acting for the longest. So they should have been done this. And also too, I just feel like it took him to embarrass y'all.
Yes, for y'all to find it exactly, and that's sad.
That is the truth. That is so sad. That is
Black Diamond. A lot of people are not dealing with him. He has lost a lot of sponsorships. Like no one is dealing with him. No one. Anybody?
Is he really going to end up getting arrested? That's my other question. Will he get arrested?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And will it be? I mean, of course,
because he created criminal acts in his seat, so it's going to catch up to him. He was
never even supposed to be able to run, y'all. He was already under investigation when he first.
That's why I was so confused. Like, you understand all of these things that took place. Like, Sunshine is absolutely right. Where it's like y'all let this fool come to roof. Like, you understand? Y'all let him get and feel like he was important enough to accomplish that bullshit last week. So I don't feel bad either. Like, y'all sat on the time bomb and waited for it to explode.
And now all of a sudden it's a priority and it's an emergency and all this and the other. But they're not going to remove him from the office right now because we're getting ready to swear in Biden, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they're not going to end up removing him from the office completely, like for real, out.
He got to be gone from there because Biden got to come there. But it's nothing. It's too. Now I would say if he did this like 6 months ago, he would have been gone. I believe. I think
he had plenty of time, but I think he thought in his mind too, like it was an opportune time for him to do it because like the time crunch for them to impeach him and whatnot, it was an awkward time for everyone, but it was opportune for him because it's not enough time. But they better make a special rule. They make special rules all the time.
All the goddamn time.
That's why we're trying to get him. I'm trying to impeach him because they don't want him to run again. At this point, that's the only thing they can do is he just don't run again.
I don't want him to run. And to bring credence to what Cola was saying, I think Trump is an idiot, but he's smarter than what we give him credit for.
Absolutely.
Because how he got away with everything, he put all his people in power as soon as he got there. And as soon as they fucked up, he started firing them. Now he doesn't have many people there that are siding with him and doing his dirty work. So that's why they're catching up with him. And that's why the Republicans are actually dropping off like flies because they're going to get it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like my husband said, it should have been done him off. I can't say what I want to say, but they should have been done him off.
T-Ray-C, he did say that like a big ass baby. T-Ray-C, he said he ain't going to inaugurate. And so
he did. Want you somewhere. When people don't want you there, we don't care that you're not going. Now maybe but they're not. We're happy that you're not. We just hope that your little buffoons don't try a part two. Because even the mayor, they had because they were supposed to be protesters. They zonked all of those permits. They don't want nobody coming. Nobody that ain't supposed to be.
Good. That's good.
There.
I think they should have did it virtually.
Yes,
I feel like that too. And like I told y'all last Sunday, I also feel like he put Biden in more danger. I just feel like
absolutely he did.
Yeah.
Because that just woke us up. We knew that there was mental cases out there amongst us. Like, you understand, like weirdos hiding amongst us. That woke them out. So to see that people were able to come out in that many numbers is kind of like alarming, and like as Sunshine said, it's dangerous for Biden and Camilla, because it's like you never know. These people is your doctors, some of them, you know, they're lawyers, they're whoever, and they kept this money the whole time until it was time to act a fool and, you know, be snow monkeys and stuff. So
that's exactly what
yes, I love that. I love that.
We never know.
No monkeys. I love that.
We be at an event and they think it's all good. It's a bunch of normal, adult, rational people there, and they could be a Trump cell. Like how they talk about terrorist cells.
Exactly. And that's what they're investigating right now. They are saying that there was somebody inside the house that opened the doors. It was an inside job. There was intel. They have a lady on a white screen giving them instructions to break a window that they couldn't even see.
The last week when we was talking about it, we all knew that had to be an inside job. There is no way
absolutely
that was just done by parlor.
And we saw the videos of that one congressman that walked out the back door. And then they said that was a door that wasn't even supposed to have been used at all. So he did that shit on purpose. He went out that door on purpose because that wasn't a door that was always, and that was a door that was not supposed to be used, period, to enter or exit from. So he did that shit on purpose. So it's, you're right. It's scary. It's scary as fuck. Did y'all see what Tracy said? She said that you hear two people trying to pretend to be military and go up there today. We're to the Capitol.
I'm not
again.
Crazy.
At the end of the day,
it was just a journalist yesterday.
That
journalist did that yesterday.
It's open for people to do some stuff like that. Like I said, that thing happened last week, left open for people to try different things. People walk in.
Well, I would say this.
So like that, you gotta be careful now.
Forget him. Let's talk about. But name another white person. I bet not never heard them say racism. We need to get over racism and all that stuff. They bet not never ever say that. It still exists and it was shown that day.
Absolutely.
It was shown how America treats other races. It was us.
It was
Black America.
Like we've seen it before, but this was in live and direct and HD with a bunch of spotlights and hiding.
I was surprised that the media starts saying, comparing the BLM protests compared to the storming of the Capitol, and they brought up the fact of how the BLM protesters were treated, and they said if they were black, they would have been shot. Where are the tanks? Where's the armed guard?
I even said it. All jokes aside, like our president to be even understood that and knew that it was totally out of pocket. Like you did not do this. Y'all was front and center. We seen all the pictures. You had the army people on the steps. We couldn't get nowhere near them, and we wasn't there to get near them. We were just there to speak. All the protest people was there to speak. Nobody was there to burn nothing down. Nobody was there to hurt nobody. But yet people got carted off to jail, shot with rubber bullets, mace in the face, gas, God knows what else.
Wait, let's not forget what they did at the church.
Corners of places that people couldn't see and whatnot. Or to say we don't like being killed no more. But these people get to climb and burn fires and make nooses and touch artifacts, because technically those are artifacts or whatever.
We never made it that far. We could not have got that far.
We wouldn't have made it on the grass.
It was one person killed, one woman that was killed. That was it. If it was us, it would have been thousands of us. It would have been so many of us. It would have been ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. I agree.
So no,
I
don't disrespectful and whatnot, but these people is over here spreading feces and stuff. You know, having a COVID party, like that's basically attempt murder. Like you over here, y'all not masked up and not. It just was a whole shit show that was given a pass basically, because all of those people need to be under the jail. Like I'm not satisfied with the people that we saw.
Oh, they lose no people that they identified. They lose everything. And I don't care. Now you see how black people feel. Now I want them to treat you. I want them to treat y'all just like they treat our black men.
They out there arresting people's mamas. Yep. I'm loving it.
Yes, they're showing that anybody that they have been able to identify, because
that old lady that got walked down the steps so gently and nicely for coming in there, her ass need to go to jail. Like no passes for nobody.
This is what sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, I'm sorry, bro. I'm finished.
Oh no, I was gonna say, to bring up, did you guys see the clip where they went to the Black Panthers member's house? And it was basically the FBI asking him, was he at the Capitol? And he was like, why would I be there? Why would I be there? But you have to understand, like I was telling my husband, they have registries already for like that, for people that they consider extremists. They do consider Black Panther people extremists. But with that and this happening, they need to expand that registry for extremists, because we've seen so many that I'm sure aren't registered. But just because someone is a Black Panther or an extremist, why would they be? I'm using air quotes as extremists. Okay?
Maybe it's their last ditch effort to try to make this seem like it's not racial. You get what I'm saying? Let's like,
but why would they be there?
That guy probably was there delivering something, or God knows what. But you know, a picture is 1,000 words, so they needed it to look racial. Just like Sir Neale said, the gays that was there. So I think some people may have been planted there.
They had no business being there.
Like, look, it's not a black-white thing, because look, we got the Mexicans here.
It's a black and white.
It was completely that ain't even the same. It's not even a goddamn same.
I bet you it was 0.5% black people there. Even 1.2%.
Yeah.
If that. I'm sure.
There was a video I just saw. Did y'all see with that hood dude who said he was a Trump supporter? He was just out there because he felt like Trump was going to change the world.
He need to get the same thing they getting. Lock him up too.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's
the black part is revoked, brother.
He can't come to the barbecue.
That's that.
Okay.
Lock him up.
Is not robbery. He can go.
Yeah.
Bye. He's probably on probation or parole anyway.
Did y'all see what Black Diamond said? Black Diamond said there was the third person who recently committed suicide behind this. Did y'all hear about that?
I don't even care.
Yes.
I feel bad for him, but at the same time, it's like, okay.
All jokes aside, and it's not shocking. It's probably gonna be a bunch of more people committing suicide. Most of those people that did that stuff are not jail material. And we just gonna keep it above. Like, you understand, they're not gonna be able to survive in there. So in their stupid minds, they probably thought that this was gonna be a win somehow for them, and they were gonna and be a hero somewhere. That's why they killing themselves. They don't want to be in jail for 5.
They don't even want to be in the house.
But that's on them.
Old guy.
That's why you don't commit crimes.
Right.
I can't do jail either. I can't do jail.
Hell no.
Help them feeling themselves, F they feelings, F they family, F they jobs, because that's what they've been saying about us, all our people. Like, F them too, and F
we deserve this and blue blah. You know, we're monkeys.
I don't care. I don't feel sorry for them.
And look who's who. That's projection like a mug. You get what I'm saying? Like we can have old white man conversations and protest. Anytime we come to protest, we don't come for that shit. When we was coming over there, we came to talk. We didn't come to cause confusion.
Yes.
They caused confusion, and they prepared for the confusion. Y'all had militias for however many months. Y'all trained to do this dumb nonsense and accomplish nothing but looking like pure assholes.
Yep.
When you go to jail, you're not gonna. If you're lucky, you might get around some Aryan Nation people, but they're very small and few. You're gonna have a hard ass time in there, and you deserve it.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
And
the old man that was pictured on Nancy Pelosi's desk was already being arrested and charged. They gave him some fines and 2 years house arrest and a monitoring bracelet thing or whatever. Do you know that he is complaining about that? Yes, he's complaining about that. And we are in a pandemic.
I think they do.
How arrogant can you be?
In the trial, but they gave him the house
arrest.
Yeah.
So he is going to trial now.
Oh, okay. Oh,
he already
okay.
did.
Well,
But now he has another court date.
At least that makes
Okay.
He has another court date.
I want these trials to be on TV. I want to watch this. Like,
right.
Yeah.
They want to be on
Exactly.
Exactly. Just like I wanted to make a
that would be so dope.
for the social media. I want to see it too. Exactly.
A lot of it is on they're doing Zoom, and a lot of the judges, most of the judges where I'm at have a YouTube page.
Oh,
And
really?
they broadcast their Zoom hearings. Even if some of the people are live inside the courthouse, and you might have one of the attorneys or the defendant is in the jailhouse, they have them on Zoom too. So a lot of that stuff is online. You can find it.
You're gonna see a lot of people passing out. You see like them YouTube videos when people be like, "You're guilty, you're going to jail." They be like, "Oh," and we're gonna see a lot of that. And I'm laughing.
No, I'm talking about my baby.
Thank you.
Not my baby. Bitch, your baby is a 43-year-old terrorist.
He was an
Thank you.
Oh no,
Don't
Terrorist,
do this to him. He never even got a parking ticket. We don't care. We don't
wait,
care.
listen.
Tyrone didn't either. Tyrone was just walking to the store to go get his sister some chips, but you killed him.
Right.
I'm just making up a name, Tyrone. Yeah, I'm just making up a name.
But still,
That
ain't no different from Trayvon Martin. Shit.
Right. Like, come on now. I got my husband and I have 3 sons, 3 black sons, 3 black sons. So come on now. Y'all can't tell me y'all don't care about them, else them, they family, and everybody else. That's how
I agree.
And 4 motherfuckers that look like them too.
Right.
Any bitch has supported. Sure.
Oh, thank you, Renee Boo.
You know Renee's so sweet.
Isn't she?
Yeah, so hopefully something does. I'm hoping that, like y'all say, with him being impeached for the second time, even though he won't get removed, that we don't have to worry about him in 2024.
Right.
That's what I'm worried about. It's 4 years from now, this motherfucker end up finding some kind of loophole. Because, like Sir Neale said, this nigga is smart. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows how to do it. He knows how to play those. He knows business.
He has a criminal mind.
Yeah.
Criminals are very intelligent.
Yeah.
This is the land of the free and all of that. But this is a business to them. This is not about our freedoms and what's good for us. No, this is a business to them, and that's how it's ran. So hopefully we ain't got to worry about this motherfucker in 2024. I'm still waiting. Now, what would be the bomb is if Kamala and Michelle ran.
That would be
that's wishful thinking for me.
That would be nice.
That's wishful thinking, baby. If I could
Michelle would be nice.
Something gotta happen. And it's not even just this Capitol Hill stuff. The way he handled us in New York with that COVID, when it hit us the way it hit us, and you was withholding all of those respirators, and you said F budget. You basically said that all because you don't like Cuomo. Like, I want the worst for him. I want the worst for him. All those bodies that piled up. All of that, like you deserve worse than jail for me. Where if you do go to jail, I hope the biggest dude in there just takes his little booty hole off. I'm sorry, and that's just that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
take it off.
Well, I mean, like Della said, he could pass away before then. That would be very sad, but
it would. But I wouldn't care.
You know, hey.
So
I would say she don't trust Kamala or Biden. Obama.
I told y'all to research.
Yes, we don't. But that was the better of the two options.
Right. It was the lesser of the
two. I agree with you on that. I do. Like, yes, we had no choice but to take what we could take. But honey, she ain't clean.
No, she's not.
She's not.
All politicians ain't clean. Anybody that's in politics,
she's just a little cleaner than Trump, exactly, and that's all it was. Like, and that's the messed up thing. Not trying to be funny with voting. Like, we have to vote because we're American. It seems like, but sometimes it doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying? Where people be like, go out and vote, go out and vote. But it's like,
I think it's part of the job. You got to learn how to go in jail, get what you want for your people, for your community. You need that money to come in for your infrastructure and stuff.
Exactly.
So,
but
just have Kamala fucked up with the prison structure.
Slim. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like, I don't want to vote just to vote because that's the thing to do, and I don't like either or.
Mm-hmm. Right. True.
But you know what? I am proud that she made history. I am proud about that. I'm not knocking like what she has done and accomplished is amazing. but it still doesn't erase the things that I read up on her. So hey, it is what it is. But I'm happy that she made history for us, even though she's not all the way black. Well, none of us are, but
it's something for us. Like, yeah, exactly. It's something for us.
Right.
But we can't just be blind to the fact of stuff.
Right. That's the only thing I'm saying. Can't be blind to what's her track record either.
Right.
Biden either now, because if Biden either. He got
I know who I really wanted to, like, before it even got to the point where it got, I wanted either the Wang dude, like, and don't judge me, y'all. I want that Chinese dude because he was talking our language. I liked him because he was saying, like, if this COVID got some money, or what's his face, the old man Bernie, I liked him. Like, you want to
Bernie.
but you old.
He's too old. He's too old.
I liked what he was talking about, because I was sitting there like, damn. And then with Bernie, I'm like, all right, he old, I get it. He's 1 foot in the grave, but that don't really mean. But I just was like, damn, niggas are like, we here with this, like, popular.
But y'all, if y'all go back to, I don't know, did I see y'all some videos where Bernie was talking about what was going to happen months and months and months before it even happened?
Oh yeah.
Talked about all this before. I'm talking about like a while ago, exactly how everything was going to go.
Because he's been around. You feel me? He marched with King. He was on the front line like this, like, we shall overcome. That's why I like that little old white Jewish whatever he is. Because I'm like, yo, he was in the dirt. You feel me? Some people
everything straight to the T. He said everything.
Yeah, but he actually knew it because he's seen a lot of shit. Like, you understand, old is not bad all the time because they seen a lot of stuff. You feel me? That we ain't seen yet, or we couldn't even fathom in our mind to be happening. Where it's like, but people were scared he was gonna die. I get it, but so what?
Now, Dollar is 100% right. She did not claim her black side. She did not until she was elected to be run for vice president. She did not.
That's what most people, unfortunately, that's what they'll do because it's convenient. It's cool to be black when it suits you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Like, who was that? Paul Mooney said everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yep.
Nigga. Make that teeth white. Say it again. Nigga.
Shit. Well, I'm hoping and praying
you'll get your wish.
that Biden makes it these next 4 years because he's old. Papa got 1 foot in the grave. Let's keep it real. He's a little old. You know what I'm saying?
But he got that White House health insurance now.
I don't count him out like my husband tell me. My daddy 85 years old. My daddy might outlive me.
Biden seems like
I don't count him out at all, but at the same time, he's an old white man. And they got, you know what I'm saying, their lifespan.
But that don't mean nothing, honey. Because my dad,
he got that White House insurance. I'm telling you,
but then we'll just have another milestone. You feel me? We'll have, the first female black president. That's
I don't think they will ever let that happen. I hope they will, but also too, I'm scared too because we are emotional creatures, and
we're emotional, but we're also a little more rational.
Like everybody gonna get it. I don't care.
Yeah, but if they get it, they deserved it. We don't generally as women just pop off.
That's true. We don't act a fool unless we have to. That is true.
So if somebody get it as the president, as a woman president, they asked for it, and here it comes.
They deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all,
Obama could have been out forever president because with Chase, but unfortunately he had to this term, so it's over for that. But he should have just been out forever the president. We could have had him a dictatorship. I would have jacked a dictatorship when he came. And he just stayed there forever.
Yeah, we should force that nigga back in. Like, you ain't got no choice, nigga. You got to go. This is your draft.
Exactly.
Presidency. So figure it out.
If Kamala ever did come into a party, she'll do what women always do. Everybody around her got to look good. You ain't gonna be up in my house looking like that. Go wipe your nose while your shoes dirty and why ain't your clothes iron? And that's what moms, women, aunties always do. So if she's the woman in the White House, she ain't going for that bullshit. Everybody better stay in line.
About the history of it, exactly. Watch these bitches, get some new shits and put some color in here. Yeah.
Speaking of old people, y'all know Betty White turned 99 today.
Yes.
Damn, for real?
Mm-hmm.
That's a blessing.
You can't even mad
at 99
that
is still acting. That's like with Cicely Tyson. Like, I just love it.
Cicely Tyson, yeah.
Yes.
You know why Betty White
did it beautiful.
I think Betty White made it to 99 because she laughed every day.
Right.
Yeah. That's a blessing.
Or she studied witchcraft.
I doubt that.
If she got,
she's white enough to come directly from
it's like with the monarchs in England, like the Queen Elizabeth and all them, they look like vampires halfway.
I know what something else with that Elizabeth stuff. They must got
laughing a lot.
You know what? I think Betty White is somebody that I would love to sit and talk to.
Yeah,
Betty White.
Yes, Betty White smokes weed.
She's somebody that I didn't know that got a lot of history. She done seen a lot. She has went through a lot. Like she done been through the goddamn segregation days. Like she's somebody that I would love to sit and talk to.
I'm gonna ask her, like, have you ever had any jungle love, Betty? She give me that team. Like,
she dated Sammy Davis Jr.
Like, she give me that. Like,
and she probably blow his ass out too.
Danny said, that's why I love me some Betty shit. If she's smoking weed, she got the goddamn right potion right there. She making it. That's why she didn't be 99.
I ain't got no problem.
Yeah, that's a blessing. The Bible in the Bible they only promise you 70 years or something like that.
Yeah.
But so that's a blessing. You do anything after that, that is a blessing.
You go, Miss Betty. God bless her. Let's get into Pastor Patrick Warren. He was murdered. And if this don't get monetized because I said it, oh well, I don't give a goddamn. He was murdered in Killeen by a police officer. He was suffering a manic episode. And there was actually, I think I sent that video to y'all where earlier, right before the police officers had came to the house, he was actually outside. Even though he was probably having a manic episode, I still think that there was something in him. He was he was out there praising. He was saying, give it to God, or something like that. He was saying, he was praising right before the police were called. They went there to the house. Somehow or another, something happened to where he ended up outside. There was a video that I sent to you guys that was caught by the door cam. And he was walking toward the police officer with nothing in his hands, no weapons whatsoever, no gun, no none of that. Walking toward the police officers in an obvious manic episode that he was having. First, he was tased, then he was shot in front of his family and murdered by police officers. Now, the question that I have regarding this, somebody can answer it if y'all know. Who called the no? I take that back. The family called for a mental health officer, didn't they? And they ended up sending a police officer. That's what it was.
Well, it's and that's what they're supposed to do. They are never, when you dealing with, because that's my specialty.
I know it.
With mental ill clients and stuff like that, you're not supposed to send a regular police officer because they're not trained. They have certain police officers that are trained for the mentally ill, and it was never a regular police officer that was supposed to went to their home. My question is, who called the police?
Who called?
It was somebody in the house, wasn't it?
Yeah, I read articles, and then they said that the family called for a professional to come.
A mental health officer,
See, they should have called. They should have called 911 first.
Yeah, they send the police officer. But when I saw the video, it said like the police officer was already on one and knocking. It was upset. It was something. So I was like, it was unfortunate for that to happen. Yeah. But I was like, if he was already outrated coming to that door and coming inside. So what was transpired for them to have the guy to come outside? I would say, no, you should not be coming in here. I don't care. We will have to deal with you right now. You had an attitude. Go back to where you go for.
Right.
Because I was like, and then they would say, "I'll tell you not to shoot him," but there's a white police officer, and he's a man.
No, and you know what? Here in
why? And I was kind of bummed out about that because I ain't like that. Because I was saying maybe they shouldn't have had that officer.
No,
right.
Here in Austin,
they should have to leave and nothing there with him.
But then our police officers, it could be the same in their jurisdiction because police officers here in Austin, Texas, they train them to be quote unquote mental health officers. I work on the street. I work street medicine with the homeless community. There have been plenty of times that we have had to call. We call it, MCOT. I believe it's the medical something operational team. We've called MCOT to come out and take care of a patient that's being suicidal. We had a patient that tried to run into traffic before, another one with a weapon before, and we've called for mental health officers, and police officers show up. And when that happens, when they're already having a manic episode, you see somebody in uniform, their mind is
Momo. It's called the same here too, but they should have called 911 first. Call 911 first. Then you let 911 know what's going on, and then they will send. Once you call, you call. They'll send they send the hospital. You said what?
I would think EMS. I would think EMS and the police.
Yeah, that's what they should have asked for. They should have asked for EMS to come. When they called 911, they should have sent someone to transport him to the psych ward.
Yeah.
But once they did that, they would have EMS would have called the right police officers to come then.
Yeah.
You get better doing it that way than calling it on your own. Because they just gonna send anybody when you do it that way. They just say
you gotta have a certain level of patience when you're dealing with somebody with a mental illness. Mental illness. And so you can't just send a regular. That's like putting a kid with mental issues into a regular classroom. It's the same thing. That's why they got special education teachers. They should have special officers.
They do. No, they have a certain amount of officers that are trained for the mentally ill. Every police department are supposed to have this. This is what they're supposed to have. Like we have it. Every state's supposed to have a certain amount, or district you in supposed to have at least one or two officers, or maybe even more than that are specially trained for mentally ill. Because it does take special training. Like even though I'm certified, I still have to go through all type of training. You have to be retrained all your life.
Yes, you do. I believe the officer showed no restraint. He was too aggressive. And you can shoot somebody to take them down. You don't have to shoot to kill them. You have your baton. You have more than one type of tool to use. And not to mention his family was screaming out, he's having a mental episode. He's just calmed down, Dad. The whole conference. The police officer should have had the wherewithal to slow the fuck down, evaluate the situation, and see what he could have done better than try to kill this man.
But then what I'm confused about too is if he was having an episode, right? What was the police officer supposed to do? Like me personally, if that was me, I probably would want it like the psych ward. Like that's where I would have wanted that person to go if I felt it was that extreme that I needed an officer. Because I probably would have felt unsafe, or I felt like they was going to hurt themselves or something like that. So I would want them to just go straight to the psych ward so that they can be with the doctors and get the proper medication or whatever if they need it. Because the police officer coming out there, whether it was a mental health officer or a regular or a nice regular officer, because clearly this one had an attitude. What was the officer supposed to do?
Do we know if did the pastor have a past of mental episodes?
He had. We don't know if it's
so I bet you everybody in his household was shocked then. Everybody was like, what the fuck is going on? His wife, his kids?
I believe this has happened before. The way he was, this is not a first time. Just looking at that video, this is not a first episode. I'm shocked no one in the house is actually trained for the situation. Right. That's what bothers me. Like,
someone who could be able to help me.
Yeah.
It's just like in my situation when I get calls and I have to go to one of the houses or something. I just sit there like I know when we need help and we need to call for them to go to the psych ward, and I also know when it's like let them play it out, whatever.
Right.
Like they'll calm down or whatever. So when you're trained, you know how far your patience will go and stuff like that. But
like if you try to force them, like exactly like what Sis said, let
force them and make
play
it
it out,
work.
and they'll just calm down and come to themselves. But if they're going through what they're going through, and you're like, no, don't do this. Why are you standing this? Why it
put a gun on your head
more, and it's like a reset button.
But they fight you more. And people don't realize when you have mentally ill patients and they're at that at that top level right there, they got more power than anybody.
Yeah. No joke, dude. They done turned into a motherfucking superhero.
That special needs strength is a mother.
Man.
Yeah.
That's like a mother trying to save their child.
Yep.
That is
and when they come down, they don't remember any of that.
No.
That's the thing. They don't remember that. And it's like a high to them. It's like they just
They back to their sweet normal self. That's how they are. They're oblivious to what just took place.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is so sad.
When you saw that officer, when they saw that officer coming in irate like that, could they just have told him to leave or something like that?
Because
they never approached him. In my opinion,
it was devastating for that because you could really see that he was ready not on one that
he
was running towards them though, y'all. He was running towards them. They did.
Like they have it documented as well. Like, yo, y'all sent the wrong officer here. It's just like how when you go someplace and you report bad service at a school or whatever stuff. Like, hold up, I need backup because your homeboy is bugging or whatever and is not listening to us, and we the people. You know, he working for us technically right now, and he's trying to make the situation worse. We called for someone to calm it, and he's having a bad day. Clearly, he's a jerk. So it's like it's just so many things that just went wrong in that situation, but it makes it scary for people that do go through that. It's like what to do because now, okay, I don't want my family member to hurt themselves or hurt us, but you know, I don't want them to die either.
Yep.
Right. That's so
she's a psych nurse. She knows you just when they at that level, it's nothing. You have to just
let it play out.
Not even just you have to do a lot, honey. You got to try to either give them a shot. You got to do something, restrain them. You got to do something.
But being aggressive, that's never gonna make it combust. The aggression is crazy. Even if you just gotta sit and just like, you gotta have your nice inside voice. Listen, you can't just be like, listen, you can't do that. You can't.
No, because they don't do anything but match you. You do that, they don't match you. And listen, they got the stamina to continue with that behavior until they feel like they're being understood.
Exactly.
And we're not inside that person's head who's going through that episode. They could be viewing everybody around them like a big ass demon, and you got your police officer screaming at him, reaching for his weapon.
They black out.
That's like if they have like a schizophrenic episode,
they don't know
that or whatever. Like they don't recognize you as their friend. You could be their wife, you could be their kids. It's everyone is out to get me. I have to save me. Y'all are all ops. So that's a scary thing for them. You understand? It's like they're fighting for their life and they don't know they don't need to fight for their life. Yep. It's best to do like this.
Yep.
That is so sad. Yep. That's why I talk about my problems because I'm not trying. No, Jesus. Keep me grounded.
Okay. Just think about working with that stuff every day. And I can, Lord, seeing in the hospital, that's why I had to get out of the psych hospital because after a while, that shit starts to work on you. You'll be like, what the hell? Like,
it's like, wait a minute, goddammit, I'm not the one with the issue here.
No.
Hold on now.
Shit, why am I thinking about this shit on my day off?
That's like them, man. You be like, it did even just now where the field I'm in now, I'm still dealing with it, but I still have patience and stuff. But it's like sometimes you be like, Lord, have mercy. Like I know this is my job, but sometimes I just want to knock their ass out. Like what the hell? I'm acting like this.
You go for a second, like I'm having a bad day too. Just chill out.
It's a roller coaster. You go from being frustrated to feeling bad for them because they can't control.
I haven't finished yet, Gemini. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jemmy, I didn't even see Jemmy come in. Hey, sis.
I can't wait, Sunshine.
Yeah, good.
Well,
see, you be like, woo. I'm telling you, some days I be like, woo, Lord, like, am I gonna make it? Like, some days I be like, fuck this job.
No,
baby.
That's a no.
They be pushing your level, man. It's be like, oh my God. But then you have to know when they're playing you and when they're not playing you because they learn how to play you. They learn how to play you. So you have to learn the difference in there. But some days I'll be like, oh no. Some days I don't be want to answer my phone.
No. Well, prayers going out to that family, y'all, because just imagine
God bless them.
what they have to deal with.
And we will follow up with the story.
Yes, I be thinking about like the his body being in the front yard that they have to.
Yeah, and his family.
Yeah, they done gave the children some mental health stuff where we came. You were supposed to come here and fix this. Now you done scarred my children for life.
Yeah,
They'll never want to call you.
And that's going to affect. And think if there were little children in that house, that's going to affect how they see people. Because you killed my grandfather at his house.
In front of me.
And he was asking for help. And there's nothing going on. You needed your help. All that stuff they teach you in school, the police officer is nice, BS and all that. Police officer friend. That's out the window.
Yes, Cola.
They fucking lie.
I believe every police department, I know they have trained trained officers and stuff. But I also feel like they should have one or two either psychiatrists or nurses on board all the time. Yeah. Like I just feel like the police on here, they train, but they're not trained. They're not trained like we're trained for this. And
then not only that, they're not culturally trained either.
No.
That's the number one thing. Because not every person not every race will have a manic episode the same necessarily. You know what I'm saying? In every environment.
Some of the police officers, all jokes aside, they need a mental evaluation.
Yes, hell yeah.
It's not that many restrictions for you to be a police officer. You get what I'm saying? So this mental person that knows how to play off their mental stuff and get over on people, that's a police officer. Now he done killed somebody. Who's to say that officer that killed that man wasn't mental?
Yeah.
That's what Twin just said, that them officers be having PTSD, especially, can you imagine an officer that was dealing with a murder the day before, or he had to shoot somebody?
He's carrying that burden around.
That's like in New York, they have a high rate of suicide amongst police officers.
Wow.
And because they don't give them any type of mental help. You understand? Like you don't get you don't get to go to the psychiatrist. It's like they gotta act tough and whatever and whatnot. And then by the time the signs come out and
they should have been
they kill themselves because they don't have no one to talk to correctly and to give them the tools to cope with such a stress. Can you imagine that? Like you understand? Like you have to save people's lives on a daily, whether you want to or not. You seeing people brains on the floor. You seeing all type of stuff. You seeing movies on a daily basis. That's gonna do something to your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all believe that we could defend ourselves if we needed to. Most of us probably got weapons where we can do that if we had to. But to be completely honest with you, I cannot say, unless my life was in complete danger, that I could easily just pull a trigger and take somebody's life. Like I literally feel like if I had a moment to think about it, I would have to think about it because I can't. I don't know how to process no shit like that. You know what I mean? That I had to take a life. Oh, child.
That's like when I was younger. Like my mom was like, "Yo, you should be a police officer." It's like because your parents think about what's a good job, like a CO and certain things like that. I was like, no, I could not be nobody's police officer or whatever. I have police officers in my family because number one, I don't know if I rush to that call if I'm gonna take a bullet for this person that I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You understand? Like I'm not Captain Safe or Ho. Right. I'm out of here. Like, I'm not gonna die
crazy though. They are crazy. They got a
little. Listen. My father is a police officer, and one of my good friends is a police officer, and they get tired of the shit too. They themselves, like my father has said, it's been plenty of times that he don't want to deal with that no more at all, because it's a lot that comes with being a police officer, a lot that comes with that, a lot they have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad. Prayers go after that.
Police officers, doctors, nurses, anybody that's in the health field, we just y'all do not understand. Like that's
but it's like your job will never end, and that's like how most of us got a 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be, so we get to turn off the job once y'all don't get to turn that off. Y'all might have a special connection with some of your clients. You understand, where you constantly thinking, I wonder if he okay. You understand? Are they doing what they supposed to do? Some of y'all are even so in tune with it that y'all give y'all personal number out or have a number to these people.
Oh my God, I did that.
I have done that before and done that by mistake plenty of times, because your heart goes out to a patient, you feel like you really want to help them, and they blow your motherfucking phone up. Or either they end up trying to play your ass or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You're going on vacation, but you got this special patient. You like, I'm going on vacation, but I'm gonna give you my personal number. You know, because my work phone gonna be turned off. And them motherfuckers, I have to block that motherfucker out. Oh, hell.
Like, listen, I'm trying to reset my mind. I can come back and be better and more rested. Relax. Like, you know.
Nah, you gotta get out my phone. No.
And y'all too, just imagine, like, he's a pastor. He has to deal with the burden of trying to uphold being a pastor and deal with other people's problems and all that. And they steady coming to you, and you got your own
issues. Right.
But just because I'm gonna tell you, a pastor is still human, and he still has his
right. People be acting like pastors and stuff, guys, are super people, are superhuman, and they don't got emotions, and they not people. Like, they're still people.
Some of them would like to make us believe that, but they not.
True, bro. True.
That's why sometimes when you say a therapist always have a therapist, a pastor should have another pastor. You're allowed, you need to have someone you can talk to yourself.
But you have to, though, because you have to release that energy that's on you. Because if you gotta realize, if you listen to all these stories, all these people dealing with what they dealing with, then you working with these people, and you working with crazy people, and they tell you don't know who they talking to is Jim there, but you don't see Jim right there.
I know. You need someone to unleash your emotions. You the person that's getting all the emotions dumped on you. Where am I supposed to go to dump my shit off?
On you, it does.
It will pile up like a bottle. Like, somebody gave me an example where it's like, 'cause I used to, like, when I was younger, I used to just let things like just roll off and roll like that. I'm good. Like, it could be the littlest thing, and I wouldn't deal with it or want to talk to people about it, and I would just fill my bottle up. And then by the time the bottle is filled, somebody would do something that's this big, but I would explode on them. Everything, because the bottle has to flow out now. So I had to learn, like, when I feel away or something, talk to someone. Like, you can't just handle everything on your own. Like, everything is not all right. Sometimes it's okay to not be okay.
Absolutely.
But in our community,
and it takes strength.
They don't
fuck that up for us.
It's looked down on the CCAP. Oh, you don't need no help. You just need to do this. No.
I proudly share that I go to therapy because it's fruitful for someone else to hear that, I participate in therapy for themselves. I don't know what they're going through. They don't know what I'm going through. But I know me sitting my ass there, it's been 2 years now? No, 2.5 years now. It's been working. It's been helping me out.
People get confused with therapy too, because people think if you go to therapy that you have to take medicine and stuff. No, sometimes you need an impartial person to talk to get the proper advice off of certain
because I may go to not going to judge you either. It is not going to judge you.
Right.
Somebody that wants the best for you.
Because sometimes when you go to just your friends and your family and stuff, you might not be getting the information that you need. You're getting the information that you want. I might go to Sunshine about something. You know what I'm saying? She might be, because she's more partial to me, agree with what I'm saying or whatever. And it's not to hurt me or to shush me off. It's because she's partial to me and how she feels about me. You need somebody that don't know you from a can of paint and don't give a fuck. And they're going to tell you like, nah, that's not it.
They are.
And there's so many different types of therapists. There's so many different forms of therapy. And people that have other things, they go to a, if they're schizophrenic, they go to a psychiatrist and so on and so forth. So things are different, but people just have to look into it and don't be ashamed or afraid of it. And we are taught that, unfortunately. But look how many niggas we done seen go crazy in our life. Things we don't talk about within our family.
Like, oh, that's just Uncle Richie. Like, no,
we all had Uncle that was still at home with grandmama, and nobody ever knew why he was still at home with grandmama. Like, this nigga 50 years old, and he's still at home.
Wow. And he ain't never had no girlfriend.
I had a boyfriend that stayed with my grandmother up until my grandmother passed away, and up until one of them passed away. They just love my grandmother. Yeah, they was a little loud too, but yeah.
My great uncle, he died before my grandma died. No, he died before my grandma died. My great grandmother died, but my great grandmother, she died right after him. No, wait a minute.
That exactly.
They died right after each other. I don't know which one passed first, but they've been together forever, and I guess they couldn't live.
That's crazy.
Whoa, that's mama's baby.
Yeah.
That's mama's baby, and she accepted him.
I ain't never seen that my great uncle with no woman, no nothing, like never.
Hey,
Every time I go home,
he gave up.
One more thing before we move on to the next subject, I want to let everybody to know, put baby sis in your prayers. She is not feeling good, y'all. That's why she's not on the panel tonight. Last I talked to her, she had a fever. She was having a little body ache. She wasn't feeling good, y'all. So y'all keep baby sis Angie B in your prayers because she's not feeling good. Okay, y'all. I meant to say that at the beginning, y'all. So my bad. Y'all, next thing we're gonna get into, we gotta lighten up the mood just a little bit because that the other day,
hey, classy.
Sir Neale, Neale, go to the corner right now.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Take your ass to the corner right now, Sir Neale. But y'all know Rolling Ray, right? Y'all already know about Rolling Ray. It's nothing going on, okay? Well,
invisible hair.
His wig caught on fire the other day, y'all. And he suffered, I want to say, 2nd and 3rd degree burns over exactly how much of his body, I don't know. But he actually went on, I was in his live last night, y'all, because yes, I follow him on Instagram. He's funny.
He was cutting up.
He was cutting up in his live. Now, for this fool to have been burnt, you know, you would think you got your ass. He's in the hospital. You would think you got your ass.
It was them oxys.
Rested.
Please do not get him hooked on drugs.
This fool was.
They got giving him like 4 oxys, 420 oxy milligrams. You feel me? He was going.
Jesus, be a wheelchair.
Yes.
No comment.
Y'all know we can't make fun of him now. We can't do that. That's not what we get to do. We get to give him our love and our condolence and prayer and all of that. Now he actually went on his live last night and he explained what had happened was. Now,
okay, what happened?
What had happened was this motherfucker normally has his roommate or whoever light his cigarette for him, right? Mm-hmm. But he want to do his own thing. He don't want to bother him. Now he says he wears his nails long all the time, right?
Yeah, all the time.
So he was trying to strike the match. I mean the lighter to light his cigarette, and he said his hair was in the way. So as he's striking the cigarette, baby, the cigarette, he said it got it to his hair and whoosh, set him on fucking fire. Child, this nigga said he tried to grab his wig off his head. He couldn't snatch it off. when he snatched it off, he caught his hand on fire. He burned his legs, his arms, his feet, and all that.
That was God telling
wig.
him to leave them nasty cancer sticks alone.
That wig was dripping. That's what it was doing. It was that synthetic. It was dripping like wax.
He had a Michael Jackson episode.
Right.
Dripping like wax.
Yes. Now he said that his roommate came upstairs and was, dumping water on him. Now he even said if it hadn't been for his roommate, that he would have died. Absolutely. Now, y'all, this is what got me, baby. The comments were lighting his ass up. Yeah. Now, y'all already know he got into it with the One City Girls with Carisha, and he got into it with Carisha.
The way you say them letters, boy.
I almost choked on my shit.
I didn't even know that he was getting into hip hop as well. So apparently it was Tommy and it was Carisha. They went online basically saying stuff like, Carisha, said, God don't play about me.
She said, God don't play about her.
Yeah, they was talking about it was karma. Everybody was talking about karma, and then here he comes talking about like, y'all don't know what my karma was. I could have burnt myself with some karma the other day, and that was my karma.
Yeah. Rolling. This nigga said I could have fallen down the steps last week, and that could have been my karma. Y'all don't know. I could have dropped some hot ramen noodles on my leg the other day. Y'all don't know. I'm like, nigga, you telling them
he hasn't learned anything, and he's gonna be like one of them people. He's gonna be like the dude in the hood that got shot and almost died and then made it through, but now he think he bulletproof, so now he want to go and run around and be popping off all the time. Like, no, God, that's not the lesson that he was trying to teach you, stupid.
I blame the internet. I blame the internet for putting a battery in his back and gassing him up.
He better take the rest of this year off. He better not mess with nobody.
He better go on sabbatical. He needs to go on a Jerusalem journey. He need to go get with some Jesus. He need to go sit with some angels.
He ain't sitting nowhere because his little burnt behind in the hospital, oxyed up, still popping mess. Like, you understand? So he ain't learned a good goddamn thing. He gonna come out and get an extra longer wig. He gonna be lighting some more cigarettes, and he gonna be popping hella shit. He gonna be like, I'm the chosen one. I'm telling you.
You know what? I understand. That's why I say I blame the internet. You're already disabled, okay? And then you go and put the wig on, and you go put these long nails on that they're not even workable. They're super duper long. That wig is a lot to keep up, and I heard he only can use half of his arm. It's not fully mobile. So
it's like, what was you thinking? Like, I get you want to be independent, but you shouldn't want to be independent with fire. Like, be independent.
And not on the internet.
You never should smoke with a synthetic wig on, ever.
At all.
You should smoke if you don't know how to light no goddamn cigarette.
You just did the secret I was trying to figure out, because I'm like, yo, how did that wig do all of that? Because when you test wigs and weaves to see if it's human, you burn a little bit. It just fizzled.
Was just like, we had enough. It went into flames.
The crazy part is, wasn't there a video last week of a girl who was getting her hair done and lit a blunt and set her bangs on fire?
Oh yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
Remember that? Y'all should know.
I seen the video. Yeah.
Your homegirl like, ooh, bitch. Ooh, bitch, wait, girl.
These people is way too, they should be smoking. I'm sorry, you too uncareful. They talking about the children, like, keep the lights away from children. Like, y'all is too grown.
Away from their asses. You need to be 30 and older to mess with them.
They do classes and courses, like, move your bang, move it, move out the plane, like, what's wrong?
Girl, you did that to yourself. I can't feel sorry for you. You did that to your goddamn self. But like I was saying, y'all, I meant to say this. This is wrong as hell. Brandy had me fucking rolling. I was already in the comments. That they said they told this nigga to stop, drop, and roll. Damn well, I can't stop, drop, and roll, and that sent me. But baby, they call this nigga Hot Wheels.
I'm sorry. But I want the person that lived with him to go and get first CPR. I mean, first aid CPR, because you do not put water out for the fire.
Right. Why did it get like that? Exactly.
Like, water on him.
I don't know the mama in me, the medical part in me. Any house that I moved, I need to know where their fire extinguisher is because you never damn know. I've never had to use it, but at the same time, I need to goddamn
it's good to have it. Exactly. You don't want to be caught in the midst and you be like, damn, I should have bought that fire extinguisher. Exactly. It's good to be prepared. What do they say? What the old people say? An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure.
Yeah.
That's true. And God does know my heart, Brandy, because God knows. Like I said,
all I kept thinking about and imagining is him in that wheelchair and that wig on fire. Like, was he rolling around screaming or what? Like, that's all I kept thinking.
What was going on?
You go to hell, sunshine. You go to hell. You go to hell.
Forgive me, God. Forgive me.
Hot Wheels took me out, y'all.
Hot Wheels, I had to pray on that.
I did. Yeah.
God,
and that's why I said he needs not to talk shit about nobody.
But he was on his live last night going off, talking cash shit about.
He just need not to talk about nobody because they got too much to.
He was like, he got respect for Saucy Santana because he knew not to play with him, but then he went clean off on Tommy and Carisha talking about this ain't karma for me telling you to dig your baby daddy up. Like, nigga, like your karma points is kind of depleted. You starting at 0 right now. Do you want to make it?
Hold on, Cola. He said he respects Santana as a real ass woman. I said, oh,
oh yes, he said that.
Sir, he respects Santana. You heard me, Miss 42. He said he respects Santana as a real ass woman. As a real ass woman, he didn't poke fun at him, so he respects Santana.
So he not respecting
Santana. What?
He do not to play.
That's why he don't respect Carisha. I like calling her Carisha. He don't respect her. That's why he don't respect her. Oh,
all okay. I'm trying to be quiet. All I see is him out here that invisible bang and he got that Newport in his head, and he went and got that bang, and that shit sizzle, trip, sizzle, and he was playing his artist. That's all I can think about. But at the same time, isn't his roommate his caretaker?
Yeah,
right.
Well, I'm gonna need that caretaker.
Yeah. When Santana was counting him,
he was this is the thing.
Exactly. We need recertification.
No, look, y'all. This was Ray's fault.
Brandy
Ray said that his Bonnie or whoever was downstairs and he didn't want to disturb him.
Where?
He decided to set his own goddamn shit and match his own goddamn cigarette, and he set his motherfucking ass on fire. He started screaming for Bonnie or whoever he is to come upstairs, and Bonnie in the bathroom grabbing fucking cups of water and shit. But it worked. But this is my thing, child. So the nigga got burnt the fuck up. He goes on live while he's in pain.
But you know what took me out though? When he was on live the first time when he went to the hospital, y'all seen the stocking caps or the piece hanging there? I'm like, why is that still there?
God forget, I got to do a double prayer.
I'm like, why is that burnt up? Like, why is that just hanging there, just untouched and unsithered or whatever they call that, unsithered?
Yeah, they can't just peel that shit off. It got to like come off on its own. It's on her.
It melted to his head. Because I'm like,
I think that was probably like part of the lace. I was thinking that was probably part of the lace, and all of this
stocking cap or whatever.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was the stocking cap. And all jokes aside, Ray, that was the wrong color stocking cap for your milk. Not that light.
I can't.
You know what?
Go to the goddamn corner right now. But y'all send some prayers.
Go back to the Santana point. He said he respects Santana because he's a real ass woman.
Yeah.
I'm like, how? Where is it? Where? Are we looking at the same thing?
Where the woman at though? Where is the woman at, y'all? He said
Remember Sunshine said when somebody say they see Jimmy and you like, where Jimmy at? Gotta start thinking about that shit. Jimmy ain't there. So he talked about a real ass woman, and I'm like, where's the real ass woman?
He said it real ass woman right there with Santana.
Rolling Ray hating them wigs and stuff. You could have been your fabulous self the way you was without all of that. You could have had your little high top fade still, how we knew you. We didn't need all of that.
And baby, when
it's
I
the
tell
internet.
you,
It's the internet.
He gonna
They
need
gas him up.
he was flossing in that little old goddamn wig he had, making videos and all that. And I was like, oh, poor baby. I did feel bad for him though when he said that he's afraid that he's gonna be ugly for the rest of his life. Like that was
he gonna be fine.
Yeah, he gonna be good. He gonna be good. It could have been a lot worse.
Cocoa butter on there, AD ointment, you'll be okay.
Right.
Aloe vera, some cocoa.
He got some money. They probably got some stuff that we don't know about. Like he'll be good. He'll be good.
Off his legs, his butt or something, and put it there. He'd be okay.
Right. Yeah, he said on Tuesday he's getting surgery, so I'm sure he's getting skin grafts on Tuesday. That's
and he's gonna be talking big cash money shit. Watch.
With his new wig on, because he's gonna need a wig for a while.
Y'all got him messed all the way up. Y'all got him messed all the way up.
And not just y'all, I cannot believe he's in the hospital talking shit like this.
You're supposed to be healing and mending and bullshit. You ain't supposed to have the energy for it, but I told y'all they got him oxycontin out in there. So you know somebody. So I don't think he in his right ass mind. You supposed to be sitting there shutting the hell up.
He in his right mind. That's him.
But that's why they dragging him in the comments. That's why they dragging him in his comment section. Because he's still talking shit.
And he reminds me of like the town fool, like in the Western days. Everybody knew who the town fool was, and he
like
just
he
made
better
fun
humble
of
himself before the spiritual world, whatever you may believe in. When you not humble, comes and humbles himself in a way that he is not going to be able to just laugh and keep.
And if he got a car plan, he needs to be in his car plan. He is not to have lighters at all. If he
that's
not at all.
Smart thing, Brandy. That's a smart business move. If he gets gets like cocoa butter and shea butter, he starts promoting that. He can actually use that to turn the situation into something that could be.
You better make lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But either way it go, like Big Sis said.
I can see him doing a commercial now. I see it in my head.
Or whatever.
Her. Rolling around like he was in Judge Toller's courtroom.
Yeah, it is like that.
The logo gonna be like go from sizzling to sexy.
Girl, okay. Get you some butter.
Talking mess. That's what's like. I'm like, you talking big mess. You still talking mess.
He said it is what it is. I ain't even mad at you. Y'all send some prayers up for Roland Ray and his
God bless you, Roland Ray.
God bless him. Next, y'all, we're going to get into RazB. Y'all remember RazB from B2K. He recently did an interview with Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked, and they started to talk about, his situation that he had with Chris Stokes was with his former manager when he was in B2K. Now, y'all been knowing over the years, RazB has always accused Chris Stokes of molesting him, fondling him, all this, that, and the other. His story ain't never changed. That's been his story. He's had some manic episodes himself where on this he did admit to drug abuse and different things like that. He did the interview with Jason Lee, and they, like I said, they started talking about the whole situation with him being molested. Well, Jason Lee ended up going on live the next day after that. And he said that basically he got a call from his producers or his bosses over at Fox Soul, where this interview was supposed to air. And he got cease and desist letters from certain people. They didn't say who, I'm sure probably Chris Stokes, but got cease and desist letters that he can't do that interview. Now, what I want to talk about briefly is why is it that when men, because men are part of this Me Too movement too, like I feel like it's not discriminative to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can be Me Too, goddamn it. Why is it that when it happens with men, people don't see that as such a big goddamn deal? Because didn't Terry Crews sort of go through an incident or something like that where he had been touched or something like that by a producer? That's not talked about. And when it is talked about, people make fun of them or they don't really, take
That's why it's not talked about.
Right. I was going to say, what are y'all thoughts and y'all opinions on that? And how do y'all feel like RazB is being treated? Even now, so many years later, he's still being ridiculed and all that.
I think it's unfair because it's like with men, for some reason, it's like, there's always a double standard where, for instance, if a grown woman touches you, you're a punk or something because you should have liked it, you're not manly enough. if a man touch you, oh, you know, you're a punk because you're saying something about it. Where it's like, listen, no one should be touching anybody and molesting children. Whether you're a man, a boy, or a girl, it's not fair. It alters your adulthood. It alters how you deal in relationships. It changes your whole entire life, and it's not fair. It's a run-on joke, and it's played out at this point where it's like there has to be some truth to this. This is not a crazy person that just wants to keep saying this for years and years and years. No, maybe if he said it and then all of a sudden was best friends with him after, and we just like, oh, what is this been going on how many years now? Over 10 years, right? So it's like, come on.
I believe it's true. Yes. When I was in high school, when Immature is out, they would say Immature looked gay because they was in the bed with their boxers on and stuff like that. And he was their manager at that time. Then he's managing all these other groups, and there's that one person that's saying these sexually explicit things are going on, but that one person gets blackballed, can't work anymore. Then that person somehow gets on drugs, and then when they want to come out and tell their story, they based on, no, they were crazy, they were bugging out, they were on drugs. See, no, you probably drove that person to do those drugs because nobody was believing their story. They couldn't be heard. They weren't being believed, and they got hurt by that. And I believe Chris Stokes is doing those things, and they sent that shit automatically to shut him up, because once again, he probably does not have the financial power or the benefit to fight back. So they're just stepping on the small roach. And one thing, I don't trust Jason Lee's ass at all. I don't trust him with a 10-foot pole. Not at all.
Yeah, he makes
a very good point with drugs or whatever stuff, where people think that, for instance, people that are crackheads and dope fiends and stuff, they think people just chose to do that like it was weed. Most people that choose those extreme type of drugs and whatnot, they went through something so horrible that they're trying to erase it and not remember it.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like you got to take that into account sometimes too. It's not always because a person got more money, they decide to want these drugs. No, that's not what it is. They're trying to forget something.
Yeah.
To show how we was talking about last time.
And I think somebody should listen to him.
Contract. That's how these, especially in the entertainment music, it was very heavy on money, power, drugs, using people.
Yeah.
Artists were great artists, like in the 80s, 90s, stuff like that. We have great music, but at the same time, it was great sacrifice. A lot of stuff happened behind the scenes that we were heard stories about, and that you hear now. They say coming out, oh, this happened to me. My manager made me do this, made me do sexual act because if I can't do this, I won't get the album I wanted to. So like that. So when he came out with that story, when we was all stuff, I said, I believe it, because at the end of the day, this stuff does happen, and they use their power and use their position as a producer or as a EP or whatever to shut them up, because they was like, they know that, especially as he's a guy, a lot of people feel like, oh, when men at that time was not protected, so they automatically say, oh, I could do this, and nobody will believe you because we could do this. It's like that. So it's like,
they feel
consequences. It's like that. So a lot of that stuff happened in the behind the scenes, and I would never say, oh, I automatically could believe you. You could do it for attention. Why didn't want attention? He's been saying this for years. And so it happened to him. It did happen to him. Now, other women is being silent because they might probably not comfortable talking. Or they would say, oh, well, they're not saying that. They're not necessarily saying he's lying. They're just not saying nothing. So,
they just not saying nothing. Yep.
So it's like, you got to be careful. You can't say, oh, he automatically lying. His attention. Well, that's his voice. He want to use it. He want to use it. Something got to come out.
Or sometimes they feel like because you're a man or whatever, that like you wanted it. Like you supposed to be strong enough to fight somebody off, or why didn't you beat him up, or why you didn't do this, or why you didn't do that, where it's like that doesn't give anyone a pass to have to eat the fact they was violated.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak from my experience. That's why I don't want to be famous anymore. When I was younger, I had all aspirations between my modeling and my music. I was out there with my feet to the pavement, making it work. It took one time for me to see something. One time, one guy tried to come on to me. I let him down nicely. We were at a company meeting. I go to the bathroom, come back. The lady whispers to me, "Don't drink your drink." I saw the guy put something in your drink. So to reference to what you just said, if I'm a big black guy, he know he can't take me. This is what he's thinking. So might as well drug him. If I would have drank that drink, what do you think would have actually happened to me?
You're right, bro.
Okay. So after that, I slowed down. I was like, no, because that's sneaky, that's devilish. And if that woman wouldn't have done the right thing and put me up on game, and I was like, I can't do it. It's not worth it. I'll just do it indie. I have friends that we do this shit all the time anyway. I know how to make a buck off of it. So I was like, no. So just imagine the shit behind the scenes when you try to sit there and be somebody's puppet and be at their whim of what they want you to do and how to say and act and shit like that.
Right.
That's it's crazy.
Wow.
I'm so sorry that
and
happened.
again, I tell those stories. No, nothing happened. I survived it, but I survived it.
It's just the idea that you even had
to
attempt that, and it's like it took away all your hard work up until that point.
Right.
Pounding the pavement. This is something that you love, and somebody stole your joy trying to be a demon.
Exactly. Yep. Yes.
I used to cry thinking about it. Like, what would have happened?
With the RazB, he wasn't it something with him and the other members though of the group? Did he accuse one of them or two of them or something too?
I think Mario also he accused Marcus Houston.
Marcus Houston.
42. What you say, Miss 42?
I thought RazB accused Chris Stokes of molesting all of them in B2K.
I know.
Yes, he did.
He did.
And he said he was grooming Marcus Houston. He said he was grooming Marcus Houston, and he was about it.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. He said that Marcus Houston knew about it, and so did Omarion, apparently. But I also remember RazB saying that Chris Stokes used to make them, like, do stuff. That's sad.
But then you got to think about it. He can't be lying because remember, they tried to do the B2K tour again, right? Yeah. Everything was going fine until
Chris showed up.
Why would you kick your bag like that? That was a bag. So he couldn't be lying. He couldn't be lying. I'm sorry. That would have changed his life. Because remember, he was black.
You know what? Here in LA, there's like a rumor, the rumor mill that Chris Stokes had a lot of groups. He had a group called Dame back in the day, and it was Jay and Eco's sister and a lot of faces that are in other groups, right? But the rumor is that a lot of those girls were dating older men in the industry of the time, and everybody knew about it.
Yeah, I don't doubt
basketball players and stuff. So they was about the underage stuff. So if they're going to cover that up, why wouldn't they cover up knowing that someone is being touched inappropriately?
And no, that's trying to pass a law or trying to pass a law. I'm not sure if it passed yet in California, trying to lower the age of sexual consent.
They should.
So it's a big thing there. Like, you understand where it's like, why? What are you doing? I think, and they wanted to lower it to like 14 or something weird. So it's not even like
that's what I meant. They should raise it.
Right.
I tried to read that. I tried to read that section and I couldn't read it.
Having sex, you shouldn't be having it with no adult. But I'm just saying, y'all dropped all the way from 18 to 14.
That's ridiculous. Hell no.
Child. That's a real.
That shit was so confusing. I just voted no on the motherfucker because I just couldn't understand the bill they were trying to pass.
Yeah,
I couldn't understand. They said something about if an adult gets caught with someone underage, and it's like if they kissed him, the charge gets different. Contrary if they had sex or something. They don't gotta
sign up to the registry.
No.
That was up to debate on.
Yeah, even if you had the intent to meet with them, and like they caught you on some cyber shit, you getting charged behind bars. Register, nigga.
Kind of like that show. Y'all remember that show they used to have, To Catch a Predator?
Yeah.
Men didn't actually meet up with young girls. They just thought they were, and they ended up in jail.
That's what they ass get too. Little nasty bastards.
Wait, what about the ones that was sitting in the kitchen butt naked, thinking the girl was about to come into the kitchen and meet them?
Like Chris like Chris.
And the police coming
nasty ass. That shit so goddamn funny. Like I said, we all know his story.
That's crazy.
Later, he does get some kind of, I don't know, justice or something for it.
Somebody's going to listen to him.
And
as he matures and he stays sober, he'll be more, comfortable with speaking his mind. He just stay off from drugs completely.
Right. And they try to dismiss him because he sounds so erratic, like he's a mental patient, because it's like he's having outbursts. He needs to just like what Sir Neale said, just calm it down some, take some time, get the proper mental health to deal with what took place, and then come back at it again. But honestly, it's sad to say I don't think he's ever going to get justice for it, because it's been this on-running joke. You understand, in the industry,
they're not taking it serious. Nobody.
It's RazB. RazB is which one? Is he the light-skinned one?
Yeah, the light one with the big.
They all light-skinned.
Yes.
Low Hurston, right?
Yeah.
So like he be on the B app.
What's that?
Yeah, I think he is on there.
Yeah, he be real calm and cool on there. Like I have sat in his lives and stuff like that, and he be real calm and cool.
Because he's sober now. Because he's sober, and that's how he needs to stay.
Yeah, he be trying to help people, make it out here, and he be telling people what not to do and be aware of this.
Another thing? Yeah, another thing. Look, if you look at their whole circle, didn't Omarion and the other one sleep with the same baby mom, have the same kids or something?
Yes.
It was on Love and Hip Hop.
No, they don't have kids together. She don't have kids by him. April don't have kids by him.
By who?
But she was with the other one.
Oh yeah, no, she got
that was the girl. That was the whole goddamn debacle right there.
Said he abused him too.
It was a shade. I think I saved it. I might want to share it to y'all. That I guess somebody was calling out Chris Stokes about that. You did this, and everything. And he said, "Oh no, it's not. It wasn't me. It was Raz's brother that did everything." And I was like, I mean, but something happened to the boy, but you never want to help him and all that stuff. So you actually responsible as manager to get him help and then get this boy's help and everything. And then if you can't help him and you were part of the thing, y'all know something happened. But why
that is so sad.
That's not right. That was not right. No matter what, something happened to that boy and y'all just failed him.
Yeah,
they did.
That is very, very sad, y'all. But like I said, hopefully somebody eventually does listen to him, because this boy obviously is not goddamn lying. He went through something, and it's something that has traumatized him, and it's fucked up that in a way he's been blackballed, because of Chris Stokes from that. And here he is all these years later, and the motherfucking story ain't goddamn changed. So sooner or later, somebody gonna have to listen to him. God damn it, that goddamn Chris Stokes.
It's gonna take a young girl to come out for people to listen.
That's sad.
I think he needs to go get one of them powerhouse lawyers to help him out. What's that lady name who always helps somebody? Say they get one of the women, Gloria Feinstein, whatever her name is.
Gloria, all right.
Gloria, all right. She needs to lead some people's cases.
Yeah, Gloria, all right.
Gloria, that's
one of them.
One of them.
You a Cochran. That nigga help any goddamn. That's my boy, Johnny Cochran, y'all. The last thing we want to talk about, y'all, was Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey is the motherfucking GOAT, y'all. Okay, Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan have made their relationship public. I gotta say, I was one of those ladies that was a little salty. Like, oh, really, bitch? Okay, well, I ain't even mad at you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing or whatnot. Some people see Lori Harvey as being a hoe. Other people, I honestly feel like she's young, she's wild, and she's free. She's out here living her best damn life. And she bagged a good one. What y'all think about that?
I'm just glad she left Future, child.
Girl.
That's all.
I think she's young, wild, and free. Like, I get it. Like, you get what I'm saying? But she lost me where I was like, you did too much with that Diddy and his son stuff. Where I didn't a level to shit. Where it's like, I'm not dating my daddy. Like, I don't care how much I want to piss you off. I'm just not doing it.
She was out there trying to get chosen, and she got chosen.
Basically,
she got chosen by one. There are a lot of celebrity daughters out there of famous people that date in the game, but they're not always on a shade room or purposely making it available. I understand being wild and free. Go get yours, baby. Especially if you're beautiful and stuff like that. Yes. But doing it for the clout, and this is my period to her clout. She changed her name to Harvey. That's not even Steve Harvey's real daughter. That's his wife's daughter. So she changed the name to Harvey.
Jail, but he's still your daddy. Exactly.
Yeah.
He raised her clout. Like, because Harvey.
But he raised her.
He raised her.
He raised her.
But listen,
no, come on
he
now.
raised her. No,
but then they should have changed the name earlier.
So,
That's the thing.
Stuff,
her name wasn't Harvey when he was raising her. That's the time.
No, it wasn't Harvey, but she changed it though, and she looked at him as a father. I don't see anything wrong with that part right
when
there.
you get old enough, like you understand, like you should have had that discussion with your mom. Like, you know what? I feel like we a family. This is my dad. I love him. I want to be a Harvey.
So, but we don't know
like, I want to wait till I'm like, I want to be a Harvey, and I'm just all over social media.
No, I don't. You know what?
I believe that.
I feel like Steve Harvey treat them kids just like he treated his kids. I feel like there's nothing wrong with her having his last name.
Technically, it is her father because her father been in jail. I give him all the credit, and that's beautiful that he did that. But it's like what, like it does look to me.
Well, she did. She probably did.
And now you all you're jet setting. I'm the big girl. I'm a socialite. You feel me? She gives socialite vibe. Where if she probably would have changed it and just been regular like how she was before she was, it's like she instantly turned into socialite when Harvey got put on the end of it. Like, I'm famous, like Paris Hilton kind of vibes. You feel me?
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I got a lot of mixed. I'm gonna put it like this. We biased. Everybody, people are biased when it's women. This Future out here doing it. Every other man out here doing it.
Oh no, he's worse. He is gross.
But wait a minute though. Let me finish. Nobody ever dogs them the way that they dog a woman.
Yeah.
She out here doing what she doing. Yeah, it's not you. So it don't bother me because the men out here do it all the time. They do it all the time. Future get a different woman pregnant every single day. Diddy with somebody granddaughter every other week a month or something like that. You know, so it's like don't her up to the higher standard.
They are proven hoes. Future and Diddy are proven hoes. Lori may not be giving it up.
But what I'm saying is, if you're going to dog women, you dog the men too for being hoes. That's how I feel.
Of course. I agree. But only thing with Future, I don't know if he dated mothers and daughters though, but he's still a nasty hoe. Whatever. So that's the thing I said with Lori. I would have exchanged Diddy for another dude, and I wouldn't care. Like, it has still been the same number of people. But it just wouldn't have been so creepy. You feel me? Like, ew, you know what I'm saying, was coming to the house like, hey, boo, with the son. That just weirded me the hell out. Where if it had just been a whole nother dude, I'd have been like, yeah, girl, that's what's up. But I was like, damn, like, girl. Okay.
You know what, honey? I just feel like she getting it how she getting it. I just don't look at it.
Listen, I feel like
just don't look at it like that.
I feel like she's young. She don't have no kids. She is set up right now financially. Why not go out and have you some fun? As long as you and I agree with you, Sunshine. They sit up here and men is hoes 24/7.
24/7.
Get on them the way that they do.
Thank you.
They have DMX broke it down in the goddamn song, and bitches was out here doing a goddamn challenge. He done broke it down. He was lit.
But Vandy got a point. She get it from her mama. She learned because she dumped the one drug dealer, husband, boyfriend, whatever, and got with his cousin. So you know,
I get that part too, Brandy. I get that part too. But honey, she getting it how she live, honey. She trying to get the highest bidder.
Do you guys know the lady who had the YouTube channel that Steve Harvey took to court?
Yeah.
Because she was telling all the ex-wives stuff, how he like forged before he married Margie. It was real because she won the case. That's how you know it's not a rumor. If you go to court, you win the case.
Right, yes.
So, yeah, she won the case and everything was founded. And I don't know if his wife ever got any money because she was put on a gag order, but that was during the time he was dating Marjorie, and she was trying to divorce her husband at the same time. And then all the affidavits, she was telling business how Margie was doing dirt with her husband. And I think Steve Harvey was trying to cover that up because this is his new wife. He doesn't want her to be
remember
attached.
When Steve Harvey was trying to sell that Christianity family stuff and whatever at one point, so that didn't really fit the narrative. You understand? Margie out here, you know, doing all that and not trying to be funny. He had a crush on Margie. Like, she was the it girl back over in Chicago or whatever and stuff. So I guess now that he got the money, she was like, okay, baby, come get me. Margie, come get me. I didn't like you all these years, but you got all these millions, so you glowing different.
Marjorie.
He said that out his mouth.
Yes, just
Marjorie.
like the cat say that Margie taught her daughter. She got kids by 2 cousins.
Yes, Marjorie been dropping it low and spreading it wide.
Yes.
Okay, come on now.
But I ain't mad at Margie. She's beautiful. She's beautiful, and I just look at it. She ain't did shit. Know what a man ain't done. That's just how I look at it. I'm just sorry. I just can't not.
I'll just keep that like the family stuff.
Well, let me say this.
I'm going to go find somebody ain't related.
I do Lori Harvey's life any day.
Okay, girl, come on.
I might be a little bit more selective with my men.
Yeah, very selective.
What is she, 24? To be 24 free with a rich daddy, girl, bye.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And at the same time, I don't think she's giving it up.
Social media and it's cameras everywhere. You feel me?
And I think she's playing the game.
It just
she's trying to get chosen.
Like you understand prevalent, where it's like, damn, you just everywhere, homegirl. Where it's like, probably if there was no cameras, we would think that she was some type of angel and bluesy blah. But I think that's
she's pretty good compared to a lot of the other women we see.
I was just gonna say
we've never seen her cooch. We don't know what she looked like butt naked. We can't
not yet.
Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I hope she don't go down that road.
I
hope not.
Harvey be. Let her be. It was like she doing what she
Britney Spears did
like that. And I was like, wow, you judge them like because they females. And like this young boy, 21 years old, having freaking 7 kids, and nobody said nothing about that. That's not cute at all. That's not cute at all.
Yes, he needs counseling and needs to get his shit snipped.
I said, how's school like 21 years old? Come on now, that's not cute. But yeah, people ain't saying nothing but bad about him. But Lori Harvey, they going after her, and she's got no kids yet. Nothing. What's going on? Because she's dating. What's up with that?
She made a bad move with Future. If she hadn't if she had skipped over him, I probably wouldn't feel like I do.
She made me mad with him. Like,
the Diddy and the porn thing either. I didn't like that, but so far so good. She all right. This Michael B thing got me geeked.
Some of these rappers probably wanted to be seen with her because she is the new it girl.
Yeah, she's beautiful too. She's beautiful.
It's nothing to invite her out to try to show her a good time. They catch a picture of it and they're already assuming that y'all going together. Like you said, she's young and free. You want to take me on a yacht? Yeah, we can go. Yeah. We can talk about it. I'm bringing 2 of my homegirls, okay? And we're not, So there's more than one way to skin that cat. But she's going to stay with Michael for a minute, and I hope they have a flourishing relationship.
Listen,
yeah, and stay away from the dirt bags.
Bitch, Lori, you bagged you a good one, bitch. Don't fuck this up. Okay?
Don't date no rappers.
Okay, he got good credit, got nice teeth. He's up the upper echelon of actors. Bitch, that's goddamn Black Panther, bitch. Don't fuck that up. Don't do it.
I'm gonna say this: the white rich kids do it all the time, so I'm not finna knock my black people for doing it.
I feel like y'all already know.
I'm not gonna knock them. I'm not, because Kim Kardashian made millions off being a hoe.
She said,
"Let my black sister make millions off being a hoe too." Then
listen, as long as you out there, you being safe about it, you doing you ain't hurt nobody, you ain't breaking up nobody's goddamn home. You do you, goddamn it, boo boo. You do you. I ain't mad at you. But that's all I had. Y'all got something else y'all want to bring to the table?
I followed my Instagram. I did the busted challenge.
Yeah, you did the busted challenge.
Wait a video at Mizzle.
It's on my Instagram page.
It was so cute.
Right,
Mizzle, is you out there thirst trapping, brother?
Let me see.
Gemini is really upset, y'all. We're gonna have to check on Gemini.
Why? What happened?
Gemini, I'll tell you, girl.
Oh.
I know one thing though, we gotta find butt naked Bob though, because I'm still, my video is still editing, sis, and I'm upset because I don't come here to edit shit.
Are you serious?
Oh my god, I can't listen. When I start getting a text, I ran to the video and I caught the end, but you privated it while I was watching it, which was cool. But I was like,
the funniest thing ever. Y'all should have seen us. We was stuck. We was like, who is this white man?
That's why y'all see I'm drinking water because I wasn't
For
drinking.
real.
I was tipsy, and I was like,
for real.
I couldn't get
They
the
tried that
damn.
in UP video before. That was I remember that background from UP video.
It's the same.
I don't even know who this fool is.
The guy that
For real.
that's the same exact guy, same living room that was on UP video, but he was facing the camera, so it was clear what he was doing. He was able to kick him off before he got it. His butt was all white and pasty, child.
And then because he used Tiara avatar. So I'm like, oh, sis wanna come? I'm like, sis wanna come up? Oh, great. And then the camera went onto the thing. I said, wait a minute, son ain't right here because I know Tiara with these doxing fools in the street is not.
Gemini gotta get it from my daughter. I don't know. I gotta get it from her.
That was messed up that he used Tiara picture like that. But I'm guessing because I think in UP chat, I think he used somebody that she thought she might have recognized. But at any rate, I think he's watching the chat to see who's in it and he's picking somebody and doing that. That is disgusting.
I wonder why though. Like why?
What Cola said. I think it's what Cola said. It's the modern day streaking. I mean, we can't go outside and run down the street butt naked now, so they doing it all. That's disgusting.
I remember that background. I remember when he came up on UP.
I caught him just in time for him to turn around and show us the meat, and I did not want to see that.
Cola, your face was priceless, baby. You hear me? It was priceless.
I couldn't believe it was happening. Like I hear about other people this happening. I couldn't believe it was really happening, and I could not find the end button. I was so tipsy. I couldn't find it. I'm like, yo, he about to mess up my whole thing. I'm gonna get a 90-day strike.
No, he was mad because we was talking about all them Caucasians. He was talking about his president. And he was like, this is revenge. Monkey.
I told Cola, her and goddamn Sir Neale's reaction threw me. She was like, Tiara, you know you're up here? And she was like, okay. Oh no. Goddamn Sir Neale said, no.
I got my way. Yes, I was hollering. I hate that you even had to go through all of that to deal with it, but it was funny as hell. I got my gut laugh.
But sis Momo, she walked me through it because I was having a nervous breakdown because I've never had to use editor on YouTube. So I'm sitting because you had Jill, everybody like check a DM. They was like, yo, somebody gonna strike it and you gonna get a 90-day whatever stuff. So
and someone will.
But wait, so I heard that the guy that's doing it is the one that's coming back and striking the video.
Oh wow!
That's why you're getting in trouble. That's why people getting in trouble.
That would make him a troll.
Oh, yeah, the worst kind of troll. I was know you, homeboy. Like I'm not in the algorithm that way. So where did you decide to find me?
I was like,
that's what I said.
I know it's a little suspicious, ain't it?
Yeah,
we've only seen them twice.
Not only that, you didn't put no hashtags or nothing in your title. Nope. You don't have it nowhere in your description.
So how did he find you?
He knows you, or he knows of a group surrounding you. I don't feel like that was random at all. That was not random.
I don't feel like it was either. I feel like someone.
What's the odds of him finding Cola and UP, and they in the same general area?
And he was posing as Tiara, having conversations in the chat, so he was posing the whole time as Tiara.
Yeah,
that's why Cola thought it was her.
When I DM'd her, she was like, he must have noticed that she left, because like on StreamYard, you can see the participants in the chat or whatever and stuff. Like even though the number might say 20 something, you can see who's still left inside the chat. So she was like, that wasn't even her in there, like with the laughing emojis and stuff, because even when I seen the screenshot, I'm like, okay, like you hear I'm like Tierra, and it's like, so she would have been like, no, it's not me or whatever and stuff, and that was never in it. So when I had DM'd her, she was like, that person must have noticed. And then it's really weird to me that they picked Tierra.
That's just crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like that
like
even makes me feel, you know, like I know who did it, because it's like, of all the people to pick, why would you pick Tierra? You know?
Yeah.
No.
The most inconspicuous person, you wouldn't even think she would do that.
No, when they tried to do the same thing with me, Brandy, but y'all know.
That's just strange. I'm sorry. It's strange. It's strange, and it's just weird, and like, why? Like, come on, man.
You got too much time in your hands to be that grown and doing shit like that.
I got right on it. Sis was like, private the video. She walked me through it, how to blur the shit out, because it's like, I ain't got no time for that, because I was really sitting there. I had to call, like, sis, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, because I've never had to ever edit anything out. I'm not monetized, so when I play music, it doesn't matter, because it's not I'm not monetized. I'm not going to get a monetized coin from it anyway, so book it. But to actually use the editor to take somebody out or move this and move that, I was freaking out. I felt like, you know, in the movies when you trying to deactivate the bomb, I was sitting there like, I got this. They on the thing ready to flag me. I gotta make it before them. I was like, and that's
white ass bomb. That nigga was wrong for that, child. I want to know who that is. I want to know who.
You know what?
Is.
I bet you YouTube already has. I'm a back researcher, because if he's done it to 2 people we know, I'm sure he's done it to other people.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
We only seen it in 2 places so far. So I'm just saying.
That shit was hilarious to tell. I'm sorry it happened to you, sis, but that shit was fun as fuck.
It was, but then it was like, you know, when I sat after, I didn't like the work I had to do after. You know, I didn't like that. I do lives to not edit.
Right.
So Muzzle, did your knees hurt like after you did the
yes,
you know what? My knees hurt practicing.
I never danced like that, so I'm used to getting down and dancing like that. I used to choreograph dance. I used to be a leader of my dance group in college and stuff. So I'm used to it, but I can't do much stuff like I used to. But
that's what I'm saying. I used to be able to
get the editing. I was that 19-second clip. It took me like, it was cutting it out. It was a green screen. I said, oh my God, I was about to give up. I said, nah.
I gave up yesterday. I gave up. I was like, my daughter was cracking up in the kitchen. She was like, Mom.
That's why I need a professional TikTok person to do my things, because that is way too damn much work. I didn't even start. I called myself, my knees gave out. It was over before it started. I was like, listen, fuck this shit. I'm going to just watch and partake and watching and live vicariously.
That's crazy. I used to be able, like, you know, it was young. You used to be able to be down low. Now I was like, ooh, I need help. And I fell back. I kept falling back. And I was like, ooh, no.
That's my knees making that noise. Cracking and popping. I said, those is my knees.
I had my knees all cracked. I told my daughter, I said, you heard that? You heard that?
I got a couple requests already. I asking, was I going to do the busted challenge? Now, first and foremost, I told my husband, if we do it, I want to do it a funny way, including him, because, you know, he don't want nobody to see me busting down any goddamn way. But at the same time, y'all, I'm going to have to be like these older ladies. Y'all see these older ladies where they actually holding on to something, trying to play it out like they
ain't no shame. Ain't no shame. Ain't no shame. As long as they come out, that's all that matter.
She got too much to be trying to drop it.
You're exactly the one who's busting it, girl. Right. Busted. Cena said my
Mama, my husband, I'm sneaking doing it, so shh. Yes, he told me no.
Y'all get on my damn nerves.
Doing it, you are bad, girl. You better hope he gonna bust your ass.
You just told on yourself. This is recorded.
She gonna be in the doghouse like if I do them little feet videos.
You better shake them shoulders. You better shake them shoulders. And that's it.
We shall said no. He was like, you bet not. He was like, I said no.
See, that's why I don't ask. I don't ask. When I got my nose pierced, I didn't
ask either. He just overheard me and my daughter talk, and then he jumped in.
You know,
said that.
My business, girl.
He said, "You are my business, woman."
Right.
Well, yeah, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, we are a co-CEOs. We run this shit.
I dropped the link to Monthly Busted Challenge, y'all. So as soon as we get off of here, y'all better go and check that out. Okay.
Yes, get them likes up.
I said I get to wear my New Year's Eve
I like it. It was like that, but it's other challenges. I said, who create these challenges? Like, I don't know. It just come out of nowhere. It's like every week is a new one. Like, they got
know what challenge I want to do though? But see, it's gonna require way too much editing, so I'm gonna need help to do it. That challenge when they be like, and they just,
I want to do that one too. Yeah, that's
up my alley.
That's what I can do right there because it's just a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
A little 5, 6, 7, 8.
Black Diamond.
I have never wanted to do a challenge. This is the only one. I don't know why I want to do this challenge, but I want to do this challenge.
Like you could turn.
I like that idea. Black
music. Mash that music together. I was like, that was great. I like it.
Girl. How long did it take you to record it, Mizzle? I wanted to ask you.
Oh, snap.
Forever. I'm not done.
Recording it was crazy. I was like, I recorded with the music, right? And then I said I was trying to edit because I don't know what Instagram Reel was doing. I did a Reel. Somebody said you could do it on Instagram. And I had it with music, but it was not trying to get together. It was not properly.
It wasn't syncing up.
I had to download it without the music. They say you could download it without the music. So I did it, and then I placed the music with the actual thing, and then it was able to put the pieces to add it together. They cut the thing, and then it was a while because sometimes it's like the second video was green screen. I said, "Why is green?" I said, "Why is green?" I had to keep cutting it out. And it took me like I came home at 12:30. I was waiting. I was like, "Oh my god, why did I had no drinks?" I just was doing it. And
baby, you did that
like that to click that little one thing. And then the one time I got it right, and then it saved. I said, "Oh my gosh," and I had to do it again.
Oh no,
I got it right, but
baby, I seen that.
Renee, I'm gonna be a crybaby in real life if I do the crybaby challenge. What's the
crybaby dance?
Like that dance that Megan was doing, Megan Thee Stallion, when she just rocking. It's not
knee friendly.
Huh? It's not the real crybaby. We already know
crybaby, like get on the floor like this.
Okay.
You should bring back the real crybaby. Like that ain't the real crybaby.
That would have been dope, Brandy. That would have been dope.
Listen, y'all, I said that I'm a DM y'all because I said we need to do the Don't Rush challenge. I don't give a damn.
That would have been cool.
Oh, yeah. Challenge. That's gonna be coming soon from the kings and the queens, y'all. The Don't Rush.
Oh yeah, I'll participate. I'll participate in that challenge. The Don't Rush, but I ain't busting shit open. I ain't spreading nothing wide.
That's right.
But I'll do the Don't Rush.
I don't know. I turned 40 and I think I want to be 21 again. I don't know.
Still young. What you talking about?
Get worse. It's gonna get worse. Let me tell you.
I just might make sure my husband out here when we finish the video.
Tuesday. Hopefully everybody is free because I'm gonna celebrate some of my birthday with everybody. So everybody that's in here, y'all invited. Yes, I'm the 19th.
Okay. I'm the 19th.
Yeah, Tuesday.
So we going live or what we doing? We doing something private or we going live?
I don't know, because I was like, I just want to incorporate y'all because I don't know. So I need y'all to be a part. You feel me? So I might just go live and we'll come up and we just have a kiki. We drink and act crazy.
We can, girl. We can.
I'm gonna make a cake. Maybe I'll make a cake.
Yes. Girl, now call me.
Tiffany's gonna make me a cake for my birthday.
Oh, let me show y'all.
You know what I'm bringing.
You already know you're gonna show up and show out for your birthday now. Come on now. We gonna
because y'all brother think I'm a cornball because I was sitting there, I'm like, I want to celebrate with my YouTube family.
I did it for my birthday.
Next month, Cola. That's why I was going to my cup before my birthday is next month.
Yeah.
When is your birthday, Mizzle?
Hi, sexy one.
You said February what?
February 14th.
Valentine's
Day. That's why you so lovely.
That's so cute.
I got only a cup. I have it, so on Sunday I can show it. I said I got me a cup, y'all.
Sir Neale, when is your birthday?
June 22nd.
June 27th.
Don't judge me.
Thank you,
Renee.
Oh, happy birthday. Joyce's birthday was, what was it? Oh, Joyce.
Yeah, we like
oh, that's why I like you, Joyce. Capricorn power.
Happy birthday,
oh, Auntie Mama.
Oh, no, my bad, because I'm the end. I'm on the cusp. You January power, though. It's all good.
Tito, January baby. Tito, when is your birthday? I remember you saying that before you was a January baby. A long time ago, I remember that.
Yes, I mean.
Yes,
bring tequila, because I can't drink Hennessy in public because then I might be going to jail.
I know that's right.
Don't keep my ass in the house drinking that shit.
No, in November.
November. And Miss 42, yours was in.
That's my mother's birthday.
Gemini fly.
Was it October? October. I remember.
October.
Oh, look, I found it, y'all. I found it. It was in the
what you find?
living room. I mean the family room closet. I found it.
Yeah,
the yoga ball.
You about to be a
baby. Yes, for Bigo.
Yes.
All you need is a strong sports bra. That's all you need. That's all you need.
My bras,
sports bra, and that's it.
They everything.
There you go.
Oh, it's a lot of Libras in here. Wait a minute. Is Black Diamond Libra?
June 15th. June, baby.
Libra, Brandy.
June.
Gemini's June too. Yeah. June birthday bash for real. Happy belated birthday, Tito, my boo.
Yes.
My sister say where the Libras at. My sister's birthday is.
I wish I had a summer birthday.
Me too.
Birthday.
It's bomb. Summer birthdays are bomb.
I used to be so jealous of people with summer birthdays because
yes, like I'm not even no host, but I was determined to find this. I knew I had one. I just had to find it.
Hey, Crystal.
Oh, girl.
That is so funny.
She gonna get all the beans.
Already.
She's gonna be a billionaire.
Birthday. Yeah, she said my boyfriend is a Taurus. Baby, all these Tauruses up in here.
My daughter, she's a Taurus too.
Well, I'm a Cancer.
Brandy's a Libra. My husband's a Libra. Love him.
But y'all, that's all I have.
When you gonna live on Bigo, Carla, so I can
Girl, you know what? I'm gonna go live just for you because I'm a Bigo dropout. I said fuck that hosting shit. Like I don't got time to be begging nobody for this little thing. You be getting paid. You ain't about to scare my little good old time out. So I'm gonna just go for y'all to just enjoy.
You know
like, I'm trying to max out.
I see people that's on there though. You gotta just have a plan. And I see people that work regular jobs like we do and everything, and they go like what Mama do on the way to work. They do an hour.
You know what's so weird though with Bigo that I never understood why they rush people to host. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like I would think it would be better business like if you know like a person is ready to like you gotta apply within 10 days. Can't nobody like you understand like. You can't.
Well, you don't have to because a lot of people tell you just to, just do it when you're ready to.
But you got to make a whole new account, and it can't.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah,
so that's why I was sitting there like, sis, and that's the thing. I think I would have like enjoyed it more if I was like ready. I don't think I really wanted to do it. I think it was to prove that I could do it, and then I noticed that anybody could host. You feel me? But it's like it's not. It's what you. It's whether you can make the quota, but it's not like how like you try out for something because you like damn everybody don't get it. Like if it's a cheerleader or a basketball team, and you like damn, I really made it. I noticed it's the quotas for the agents. So they'll just take everybody and weed out who make it and who don't. So it don't take that much of a talent.
So what I hear a lot of people tell people is don't rush to be a host. Play around with it, because once you build your support up, your support is going to go to your new page.
Right. And that's my answer. So I did it. It was like, all right, y'all always
they say build your support
I'm about to be like some of these people that be on Bigo and they just got like 3-4 people, and they just draining they friends, like, you gotta come here and I'm not doing all of that shit.
You're not doing it. You're not doing it for a paycheck either, though. You're not really
out. But y'all are we family. It ain't about you got to come here and make no quota for some shit that I chose to want to do. People got bills and other shit to do. So I just was like, I'm better as a gifter or just come and having fun. Because even the logical of it, anyone can cash out.
Excuse me, I have a question.
You don't have to be a host to get a check. It's just
you don't.
You just got maybe 20,000 less beans to the quota if you're not a host. But we can all sit there and cash the fuck out. Like, you understand, there's people that's not hosts that's got millions of beans. You understand? And they doing great. The hosting thing, it makes it harder. Because you have to do 2 hours a day. It's too job-like, so it takes the fun out of it.
No, Cola. You gotta get on there and I just be on there playing. I met a lot of people. I'm a giver, so I give. So it's like you just have to get on there and meet people. It's people on there if you ain't on there for I'm not on there for no check to pay no bills.
Right. If you just go and have fun, it's amazing.
If I was to become a host and I did make the quota good, that money would go into something to invest. Give it to my husband. Do something with it. Put it in the savings account. That ain't my income, honey. It's nothing I can do with that.
If you go in there and that's the income and you just want it for the check, it's not fun. So, but if you just go in there to enjoy the things, the little gifts, the things that they do, it's a cute place. It's fun. It's fun as hell. But if you go in there like I'm trying to get a check off for this, it ain't fun. You get what I'm saying? Because it's too many.
I be on there more than I be on YouTube. I be on the I be everywhere.
What is it called again?
Or something like that, so that you could use your yoga.
What is it called again, guys?
BIGO.
Yeah, so it's just you just have to so once you build your fan base and you get to know people and just interact with them, just sitting on the panel talking to people. And I met a little young guy. He got Down syndrome, and he had zero. Yeah, he had zero on his thing. I went in there and got him up to 3K. I was just throwing him stuff.
Yeah, it's be the fun stuff like that. Like, you understand when you said it's cool as hell. Exactly. But just like you said, take your time if you want to just to be doing the hosting, because I'm telling you, when I was just playing around with it and having fun, I loved it. I was up there all the time. Soon as I became a host, and I was like this, oh shit, okay, I gotta get these hours in today, and then you can't make up hours. That's too restricted. Where if you miss the day and you don't make that 2 hours and your quota is whatever it is, you know how other things you could sit maybe for 4 hours to make up the hours. Yeah. You can't do none of that. It's like you done.
I got time like that. I
don't have that. It can't. That's when it was boring for me. Where I was like, but when I was going gifting people, that's when I had the most fun. You understand, to see the reaction, because I'm a giver. Yeah. I like to see people happy. You get what I'm saying? Where it's oh, that person, oh wow, they so happy. I got them the 1 star. That was the excitement for me. But once it got restrictions on that shit, I was like, I ain't got time for this bullshit.
That's because you restricted yourself,
and then I'll make this little funky ass 680. You get what I'm saying?
You restricted yourself.
Promotion. I'll be a social media.
You restricted yourself. You did, because I'm just saying, just me seeing people, they come on there while they getting ready for work. They come on there while they driving.
You're right. Some people sit and watch TV.
Yeah, they know they're just talking bull crap. One girl, she was like, "Oh, I got 30 more minutes. I'm finna sit here and bull crap with y'all." She was like, "I used
to do here." And just let the thing be running right there or whatever, because I'm I don't got time for these bots that's coming in here. I would have a nice little number, when we come in, I get 100 or something, but we know 60 of them is bots. You understand? Or whatever. But
I want to know about Clubhouse, because everybody talking about Clubhouse, but you have to be invited.
Yeah,
to Clubhouse.
They say it's crazy now. Everybody that I know on there saying it's getting a little hood now. At first it was good, but they saying it started to turn.
But it's Clubhouse for Android. Android and iPhone. Because somebody was telling me that you can only go live if you got an iPhone.
I think if you got an iPhone, from what I'm understanding.
Oh wow!
If you changed it, I don't know. But when my friend told me it was you have to have an iPhone.
I'm gonna check it out.
That, Brandy. I did see that Prissy P lost 100 pounds. Good for her.
Oh yeah, she sure did.
I gotta check her out.
Yes.
I haven't seen Prissy P in the longest. Like I used to follow her, but I haven't seen her in the longest.
Yeah, she looks good. I'm proud of her. She worked hard.
Stereo was cool, but then I kind of deleted that because I was just like, okay.
Because they messed with Stereo.
All the people from YouTube came over there and messed it all up. They
ruined it. They really did.
That's what I was thinking. I was on Stereo first, honestly, because I was listening to Sir King. And then everybody just sort of flooded over there, and it kind of got a little different. And I was like, no, this ain't really my thing. So I deleted that. And then with Bigo is fun to watch here and there. I have it on my other phone. I don't have it on my main phone that I use just because I don't know who the government watching and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Sometimes when the people be on there dancing, I done sent y'all videos of these motherfuckers dancing and shit. The shit be funny. But when they get to arguing and cussing people out and roasting and all of that, some of it be funny, but some of it just be too much. And I can't.
Pulling up too? Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's
you just know, like Miss 42. Miss 42 love to cook. It's this lady named Lady Truck on there. She cooked when she
excellent at that because she already does it now. You just put your camera up and go back and forth like you can.
Yeah. And she be cooking, and then her cousin be on there reading the messages or whatever. Like they got a whole setup. And honey, when I mean they be in there throwing her dragons after dragons after dragons, but she's so cool. And it's like you get up there watching her like. I was stuck there watching her today for a little while, and I was like, let me get off this thing because every time she come on, I get stuck watching her because she just actually interact with everybody, even while she cooking. She not looking, she'll come in and say whatever her cousin comes tell her who's coming in the chat because she has her earpods in and stuff like that, and she just really, really cool. She is. So you have to find, just like YouTube, you got to find what era you want to be in.
Well, we really enjoyed Big O when we did Thanksgiving dinner. That's what we ended up on there for like 5 hours. It was for a long time. We lost track, and it was really fun. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so you know what? That's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm coming back.
Over here looking at it on my laptop.
I wipe my ass, but it's over for that. Okay, like even though I have another month to make the quote, I said I'm not. If I come up there, I'm just coming because I feel like I want to come up and I want to have fun or I want to watch people. And that's that.
Y'all just send me your links and I'll come watch y'all because I'm not about to participate in that shit.
You could come up. Shit.
No, I'll just sit there, help you get your beans or whatever. I'm like, what is this colorful shit?
You get you a bouncy ball, girl, so you can get them.
But y'all, I'm not gonna lie, they be having like I have come into some like great conversations. Y'all know me, I'm all about like when it comes to like politics and like just like anything to deal with our culture and stuff like that. I'm into stuff like that. So I have found really good stuff on there. They have like little meeting ups with stuff like that on there, like that right there. I can listen to that all day.
All right,
Tracy. A podcast with some black stuff and they talking about helping us and stuff like that, I will listen to that all day.
I'm about to Nature Boys live. That's what I want to do.
Nature Boy, I've been watching Nature Boy and it's old. Did y'all watch Nature Boy and TKO?
No.
Let me tell y'all.
Baby. That was good.
He took his wife from him. TKO did a pimp move. Let me tell you.
Well, wait a minute. That's the song he played before he pulled the wife onto the camera, child.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yes, Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Who is TKO?
I don't know.
I'm gonna send you. We're gonna send you the link.
Send you the link.
Yeah. When I'm telling you, TKO, I said, well, I'll be damned.
Nature Boy was trying so hard to get out that PK though. He really
if y'all see Nature Boy face when his wife walked over there with TKO, he was like, I know this bitch didn't.
Oh my God.
Nature Boy, he too damn arrogant for me. And I find myself.
No, honey, you gotta see TKO, honey. He got Nature Boy. TKO is flashy, honey. But all his wives, they are really, really nice, and he keep all his wives geared up. He does.
You know what broke my heart about the wife that left? What broke my heart about the wife that left? She was like, "I love jewelry, I love makeup," and then TKO said something about them not eating and bathing every day. The boy doesn't let them women eat and bathe every day. No makeup, no jewelry. They can't be women.
Nope.
They can't be women. We want to feel pretty.
And they said he's abusive to them too, though. But TKO was like, "I'm gonna show you how you should have treated your wife."
I said, "Well, all right, TKO."
She was like, "She ain't gotta ask to eat; she just go eat."
And TKO had her clean, honey. She was baby. She looked like a whole different woman from when she was with Nature Boy. A whole
his ass kicked. He get on my nerves.
Nature Boy. Nature Boy, he just like he ugly, he dusty. He's just
this little sad story before the big day or whatever on his channel. So I guess people would feel bad and throw him some stuff so he could win it, talking about he was an orphan and all this other stuff. Like plenty of people been orphans in the world and they don't act like you a cult leader and do people the way you do people. That shit is not no excuse. It's not.
And then he gives the whole situation. He just gives it a whole bad name. He gives the whole lifestyle a bad name. He does. He like no. He does.
Sunshine is a good teacher, Tracy, because she got to Bigo like that when she was teaching me shit. Like you understand? I was
just sitting there watching people, y'all. I was just like, okay, Cola in this and everything. We gotta learn this. We're gonna learn
it. It is still complicated. I can't get it to save my goddamn life, y'all.
And then Brandy taught us some stuff too. She taught us some stuff.
She taught us about the beans bouncing on
because I was like, wait a minute now, I'm confused. But then you just gotta sit there. What I do is I just sit and watch people. I watch, I study.
If that's the case, I'm gonna start working out on that motherfucker. Let them watch me do that.
Yeah,
they do that. They do that. No, they have people that do that for real. They got yoga on there. They got people that be paying. It's a lady that be making downs, y'all. They
got inmates on there.
I done got into damn TikTok now just because I love watching these videos on TikTok.
I can't get TikTok. My daughter, she's the one who's doing it, and I can't get it. I don't understand.
All I do is just scroll up, looking at videos and shit. That shit is hilarious to me. Now I done fell down a goddamn rabbit hole watching TikTok. Last night alone, I watched like 2-3 hours just laying in my bed, scrolling through, watching it. Now that's one app that I feel like I could get into. Not me making on TikTok videos, because bitch, what I look like making a goddamn TikTok video.
No, but they got TikTok videos for us that we can do. Because I've seen some online, So even with the busted challenge, they got some different types. You got some the women that can't bend them knees like
Tracy Ellis. I like her when she bend down and it turned to something else. Like I would do the busted down challenge like that. Like I would bend down
and then she came back. She was beautified.
Yeah, TikTok is fun. I like watching the videos on TikTok. I done got addicted now. And then when people do the voiceovers, when they doing different things.
I like them when I see them on IG,
That is hilarious. Now, one of them I might end up doing, because this is one little boy that I follow on there, and he has me rolling.
Yes.
Rolling when he's talking about wine all the time. He feels sexy as fuck drinking his wine. That's a little boy I might end up doing.
Tracy, that's what I be doing, laughing at people. I be cracking.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tracy, y'all, Tracy made me this shirt. Y'all like this shirt?
Ooh, yes.
Oh, wait a minute, that's so funny because we just said that. I think we said that. What was that yesterday, Brandy? Miss 42, classy with a little bit of hood or something.
Oh yeah, we was talking about somebody. Yeah. They was cute.
That's me, y'all. That's me. But did y'all have anything else that y'all wanted to bring on? If not, we could get on up off of here, y'all. I enjoyed it. Like every Sunday, I enjoyed it. Y'all, our fans are asking us to do the Don't Rush Challenge. So we're going to have to coordinate some way so we can do this. Don't Rush Challenge.
Okay. Let me go ahead. So I can be.
We already got our little sisters group chat, but I need to start a group chat with the sisters and the brothers.
Yeah.
Send the links or whatnot. Matter of fact, when we off of here. I'm gonna start a group chat with all of us up in there. What Chrissy say? I recently watched TikTok compilation on kids respecting their dads, calling them by their first name. It was funny. No, when they disrespect their mama in front of their daddy, that prank, a couple of kids almost got their goddamn wig split. That's
no.
But now, I'm 40 and I'm gonna stay away from them challenges. I wouldn't even try my mama. Like, no.
Oh no.
Like,
good night, fabulous. Love you.
Good night, fabulous. Bye-bye.
Tracy, Cena, Fabulous Peach, Christy, my big sis, Black Diamonds World.
Good night, all you beautiful people.
Yes. Her.
Love y'all.
Live, right?
Tuesday for your live.
Birthday live.
Oh, yes. Tuesday, birthday live. Yes. BDLB Square.
You want to tell us how old you're going to be? Is that none of our business?
22.
See, I ain't going to no kids' party shit. What you mean, Cliff?
Okay.
I'm bringing 25. Just say 25. Just say 25. Because my daughter, I turned 40 last year. My daughter said, "Mom, so you still 25?" I'm gonna be 25 till you die or I die.
Sound good. Sound good for the next podcast.
Good night, Vanity. Everybody, we appreciate you.
Good night.
Good
night, guys.
Good night, everyone.
No, I'll see everybody Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. Everybody Tuesday. Yeah.
Love y'all.
All right. Love y'all too. I appreciate you guys. Thank you again.